We're going to tab over to the screen. I'm going to turn some music on, and we're going to talk about our current tale, because the tales of the KnightLites are all about... One second. Are all about bridging the gap between two full-length campaigns. There is... That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. There is a lot of loose ends from the end of Waterdeep Dragon Heist that need to be sorted out. And the best way to do that is to tell individual stories in preparation from becoming the heroes of one to being more or less nobody in the next one. It doesn't mean our heroes are going to lose everything, far from it. It just means that we're going to get the story going. And also, the art for the next campaign is not done yet, but these characters will be returning in the Sixth Emperor Draconis, featuring the KnightLites. In the meantime, we have some tales to get through. Our first tale was Wolvesbane, which helped the twins explore the lycanthropy, or pseudo-lycanthropy, that they picked up during the events of Into Waterdeep. Our second tale, Falling into Shadow, is Brayden wants some Warlock levels, and I'm facilitating that. We started off last week with a dream sequence, sending Brayden into the Shadowfell, where he was offered a deal from a patron, the Raven Queen to be specific, and basically tie that with his Zentarum... Did my music die? There it goes. Tie that in with his Zentarum training, and he's a badass assassin, but mostly his targets are those who would defy death or those who would supplant memories of others. We'll be exploring what that means over the course of this tale. Brayden had his dream sequence, came back to himself. The party came out of the forest that they went to for the end of Wolvesbane, and found themselves back in the Good Knight's Rest, the converted Troll Skull Keep, where they have a tavern up and running now. The Blackstaff was having breakfast and demanded some of Salcombe, who disappeared in the kitchen at the last scene of last episode. Now, we have some questions about Brayden's new powers. We have some questions about the end of Wolvesbane. We have some stuff that needs doing. Do we want to pick it up immediately where we left off, or a little bit further down the morning, KnightLites?
That's a good question.
I'm good.
No.
Just let's skip now. Ahead a couple hours.
No strong preference here.
Yeah, no.
I have no strong preference either.
Do you not need to do a scene with Miss
Doesn't have to, no.
I do have. I'm still typing it up. Today was like rough, and I got sidetracked.
Oh, is that your keyboard that I heard during the intro? I was gonna fuss at Trayscare.
I might have forgotten to mute. I'm very sorry, but I'm still typing up the report for Vajra because
we can skip over that if you want.
Yeah, we can, but I'm still gonna type it up so we have what information that you have what information Vajra knows from peers.
The KnightLites return to base, get some breakfast, upkeep the tavern. I feel like, Brayden, is it fair to say that you would go to Rashal once you get settled and be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so yeah, let's fade in there. Let's fade in, like, a couple of hours have passed. It's still morning. There's still, like, golden light over the city of Waterdeep. And Brayden Coy, the sneaky boy, is heading out to the Bookworm's Treasure in Trollskull Alley to meet with Rashal and update him on what's been going on. Is anybody going with him, by the way?
I will.
Okay. You're not going to attend bar? Really? It's fine. It's fine. Like, there's no issue. I'm just surprised.
We'll keep it from burning to the ground. You're fine.
Yeah.
Connie will.
I had a thing I wanted to talk
If invited along.
I'm exhausted. I need to kind of take it a little bit easier. So
this is an opportunity.
Okay, so Rock can do it. Connie, Salk, and Pierce are going with Brayden.
Yeah.
And then Lawrence is probably going back to work.
Gamzee was trying to say something though.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna circle back. Go ahead, Gamzee.
I had a thing I wanted to eventually bring up to Rashal, and this seems like an opportunity
Yeah.
after Braid's
Totally.
finished.
So Salk, Brayton, Pierce, and Connie head out of the Good Night's Rest, down the street to the Bookworm's Treasure, which has a line.
Blink, blink.
There's
just a
like
flag?
it's
Or
not like a
No.
huge line. It's not like it's venturing down the street, but like on the
Needs
other
more people than
on the
we've ever
other
seen
side
there.
of Trench's steps, all the way to the Bookworm's Treasure. So probably like 8 people outside.
That's the most people I've ever seen in his shop.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's got some new stock in or something.
Possibly? Pierce jokingly goes, maybe Volo has a new book.
Maybe Rashal has a new book, and he's doing that like thumb point at like the group.
I mean, if that's true, then he works quickly.
Very quickly. Good lord.
I mean, we know he does.
I mean,
He's a
that's fair.
wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can make copies of books fairly quickly, especially with an. Wait, can an unseen servant be used to transcribe stuff?
Yes.
Well, I guess we better wait in line.
New spell idea. Unseen scriptorium.
So you wanna get in line?
Aye.
I suppose so. Yeah.
We
I
might
mean-
be heroes, but we're not rude.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like there's no reason not to wait.
You see. So this is gonna take a bit. You're gonna be in line probably an hour.
Do we hear any chatter from the other people in line?
Oh yes, like you see, because Rashal is at the end of the alley, and the only way out of Troll Skull is to come back the way you came and go out by the Good Night's Rest. You see the people leaving his shop. They're carrying like it's not all the same book, but it's like 3, like a rotation of 3. Some have more than one, but it's always like the same 3 books. Or those 3 books are among them, right?
Can we make out their titles from where we're standing?
I mean-
you definitely can't because Rashal packages his books in paper envelopes to
Okay.
to protect it from the rain, because it rains a lot in Waterdeep.
I was gonna say I kind of want to stop someone and ask them.
Well, what I was gonna say was, over the course of your wedding, you see signs outside Rashal's shop, like little what are the? It's a sandwich board if it's on a person. What is it if it's on like a quad pod?
It's still a sandwich board technically.
Still a sandwich board. He's got a couple of those out with slates on them, big advertising. One of them is like the new edition of like a romance serial that none of you are familiar with.
What's the title for shits and giggles?
I hate you.
Damn it, Nightfall.
Probably, probably something along the lines of like Stars Over the Ocean or something equally
Oh my-
like
Ooh, that's a good
pretentious.
So a young adult novel. Got it.
Absolutely. There is also
Sorry, I'm a book nerd, guys. I'm really sorry.
no, it's fine. It's just the thing. I could have said young adult romance novel. It's the title that's hard. There is also a new release out of a I'm sorry. Looking at my list, there's 4 books, not 3. I'm a little bit scattered. So there's that. There's there's the newest cookbook from Caprizi Wizard.
Oh boy.
Heroes Feast.
Nice.
Hey, we should pick up a copy of that.
Box.
There is a new book out from the famous Volothemp Gedarn, Volo's Guides to Spirits and Specters.
Fucking called it.
Interesting.
And there is Tales of the KnightLites #1 Into Waterdeep, now available.
Oh fuck.
Title drop.
Well,
Oh my god. Okay.
Um,
We
It
have
really does work fast.
Yeah, he do.
Jesus.
There's a book about us.
How loudly do you say that, Sock'em?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh no! What have you done?
It's probably the usual excited Sokka voice.
Okay, so
Pretty well then.
so the
So everyone-
people in front of you and the people behind you, because people got in line behind you, like turn when you say that, and
Right, slightly shrinks a bit.
Oh no.
Brayton, do you wanna like see the writing on the wall and like duck aside real quick?
Yes.
Okay,
Right,
make a stealth check, Brayton.
You go
talk.
talk to Rashal. We'll be the distraction.
You guys are gonna be there
I'm
for the
the
next
one
like
big
7
fuck
hours.
off.
Wow.
Where's
Wait,
that?
no, that plus.
Where's that
don't
plus
worry
2
about the
coming
plus
from?
That's meant for the Raven for like perception and whatnot.
Got it. Okay. So you like, whoa, shit, pull your cloak around, step like into the alleyway between Trenches and Rashal's, as Pierce, Connie, and Salcom are immediately surrounded by people, some with books, some without. And they don't like want anything except they're just like shouting at you and trying to touch your arms and like somebody is holding out a baby to Salcom?
Good job, Sock. Good job.
I have a series of 2 things I'm gonna do.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, which is an action, and Misty Step into a random spot in the crowd.
Okay, so the Misty Step you can do, but you cast Disguise like Brayton is quick enough because Brayton has Uncanny Dodge. You are gonna cast Disguise Self once everybody has already made you.
Fuck.
Maybe reverse that order.
Could I reverse the order?
So you want to just Misty Step away, which is gonna cause people to look around, and then discuss it. Who do you end up looking like? Please say Tristan.
God.
Go with Steve.
Go with
with
Mert. That'd be hilarious.
And
Go with Steve. He hasn't been here in forever. No one even knows who he is.
For that one guard we met at the beginning.
All right.
This is the part where we find that Steve is like level 12 hero or some shit at this point.
I'm just gonna like a random human I knew from the village
Nope.
that looked like they.
Oh, from the village. Okay, that's fine.
Just
It
be a-
has to
just
be
be a
someone you
commoner?
know. Like that's the point.
Yeah.
Of it. Like
Someone from my village that was just like random person.
so you just teleport away. So okay, make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Is how this is gonna go.
Oh boy. Come on,
Also,
dice.
I remind you. Okay, I remind you that Disguise Self is purely visual, and if you teleport into a crowd, there's gonna be like jostling. Just saying.
I know, but it's a crowd. They're not. I want to say they're not actively.
So you
Like,
you Misty Step away, and somebody in the crowd goes, "Classic Percival," and everybody starts laughing.
we have become a sitcom.
So Connie and Sock, you are surrounded by people.
Wait a minute. Whose baby is this?
Are you just holding the baby now?
Oh my god.
Because if you're holding the baby, a flashbulb goes off in your face.
I was about to ask what the Water Davian equivalent of a selfie is.
God.
There's your answer.
Whoa, that's bright.
Don't drop the baby. Connie, what are you doing?
Just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, where the fuck did that baby come from? What's that flash? Ow. Trying to answer questions where she can. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. So this goes on for a few seconds. Just as Pierce is like collecting himself, someone says, "Will you sign my book, Sock'em?"
Sure, I just don't know who you are because there's a lot of people. I'm looking. I am looking at the top of a lot of heads.
so you say, sure, I'm just not sure who you are. And like 5 copies of Into Waterdeep get thrust towards you. You almost drop the baby. Someone takes the baby. You can only assume it's their guardian.
Thank you.
Hey, wait.
Meanwhile, Brain's going around the building next to the
Right?
So
Was waiting for that.
The entire crowd is like.
So you can't get into Rashal's shop from the other side. It butts up against another building, and there's no space, and there's no door.
Are there still people waiting in line?
Yes, the line has just converged around you.
Or are they okay? But we were like towards the back of the line. Are they like no longer at the door?
Correct.
Can I just go in?
Yes.
Cool.
I think Connie's gonna try and nudge the line back into shape.
Anyone who wants their copy signed, please stop mobbing. It's dangerous. Let's set up a line.
You say mob and dangerous, and someone goes, like the crows from the City of the Dead. Proud of themselves for reading your book.
The what?
Nerd.
I don't
read the books.
I don't think I was. Oh, the birds.
I guarantee you, there's some of these people here that taught themselves to read just to read these books.
Oh, absolutely.
I can only imagine like Embrick and Avi just across the way munching on popcorn.
They got their copies this morning.
Yeah, absolutely they did. 100%. Yeah, like that's a point. Like Embrick, Avi, and Lawrence can see this happening. Like it's within eyesight.
Oh yeah,
I would like.
or just like
I would.
pass popcorn.
So Brayden and Pierce, you guys make it inside. I'll catch up with Connie and Salk in a second. You guys make it inside, and there's like staff. There's like 3 people behind the counter getting the order. This place is standing room only. Rashal is not at the counter. Rashal is in the stacks, just like fetching books from people because he's the only one who knows the system.
I see.
Honestly, given how busy all this is, we might better come back later.
Possibly.
So like Pierce, you actually no. Like Brayden, you don't see Pierce because you don't know who he turned into, and Pierce, you don't see Brayden. So like you guys go in independently, and you're just like, oh, this is crowded. I should wait for the others, not knowing that you're like 2 people apart.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, did we catch who Pierce looks like?
Probably not. No. So Salk and Connie, you're like not get like don't mob. People like start to like alleviate, and the ones who stay try to give you shit.
Oh no.
Ooh, wait, whoa.
Connie,
Yeah.
you're given 3 vials of red liquid in a wooden carrying case. And a cloth bag full of herbs, just thrown together.
What? You don't need to. Wait, no. What are you? Thank you, but you no, you should.
Salk.
Mm-hmm.
6 people tried to hand you sheet music.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
How do I keep them separate? God.
Unfortunately, you don't have a clipboard of holding.
You'll figure that out when you try to play him.
You guys know I don't play instruments, right? I just sing.
Welcome to the hero's life.
We read your book. Guys, I don't play instruments.
So what would the 2 of you like to do?
Hey, Connie, I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
Thunderwave.
Oh,
I could have thunderstepped Connie out of that.
Salcom like cups his hands around his mouth. If you want your book signed, wait for us in the Good Night's Rest.
Oh, fuck you.
So Sock'em, you say that, and someone in the crowd goes, "Hey everybody, the KnightLites are doing a book signing at their new inn. Let's go get breakfast." And there's just a stampede of people.
Okay, so we got business this morning.
You were crowded when you went in the first time. Like,
No one can tell me I'm a bad businessman.
oh boy. Okay, so
I guarantee you, Rockham's like, okay, I'm not signing anything unless you buy food.
Probably.
okay, valid, but also like, I remind you, Vajra Safar is currently in your inn.
Oh no!
Oh,
No!
She won't be wrong.
It's probably not the time of Sock doing that. Lawrence probably looks over Eric and I'll be like, I should probably go save them for themselves.
We have orders, Lawrence. And Brick and Avi are grinning like, no, we want to watch it burn down.
That is a move.
Yes, Master Emmerich. Yes, Master Avi.
So,
my God.
Pierce and Braden. Suddenly, there are far few people standing around the shop, and the staff looks very confused.
Alright.
There's still a lot of people in here, but it's been reduced by like a third.
Do we hear Sockham yell this? Like, he cupped his hands around his mouth and
Yeah,
loud.
if you didn't, you heard the other guy echo it, so...
Oh my god.
Ah, God damn it, Sock'em. Well,
And the people that are in here are trying to buy books faster.
Correct. Why do
Trying
I
to
hear
get in and get
boss
out.
music that's wrong?
What do
You're welcome.
Oh fuck! I need the what's the boss in Dark Souls 3? Deacons of the Deep. I need I need that boss like health bar to be photoshopped to say rabid fan base.
Okay, Brightwin, chop chop.
Oh god.
Oh, anyway, so yeah,
Okay.
so Brayton and Pierce, like, there are fewer people in here. You can like get in the door now, and the staff is like, but they're kind of confused. You have no idea who these people are, by the way. They're wearing like the same guild emblem that Rashal wears, but you have never met these people before.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yo.
Brayden's in here without any sort of disguise, and he's not being mobbed. Yeah, I see Brayden, yeah?
No, you do not see Brayden, because he got an 18 on his stealth check.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he's Braden Coy, the sneaky boy.
He's right behind you this whole time.
Probably.
He probably is, but he doesn't know it's Pierce.
So, what I'm gonna do is, let's start walking over to Rashal, drop this stuff, and let get his attention.
I
Okay.
was also going to move towards Rachel.
Okay, so you both see someone else walking directly towards Rashal. Hello, cat.
Meanwhile, Connie is probably trying and probably failing to make her way towards the door.
You're getting there. The book signing worked. It's just there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you get up to Rashal. Do you touch him?
Like I said, I'm gonna drop stealth and try and get his attention. Like, I'm not gonna touch him because that's gonna make him jump out of his skin and probably rip away.
Right. So you drop something. You find him like in. Rashal's shop is not that big. It should be clear. Like, he doesn't have aisles. He's just lined his like walls with bookshelves. So he's not hard to find. There's just a lot of people in here. You come up to him, and he pulls a book off the shelf. It's not like he's got tons of copies of the new releases, but like the one in his hand is like not one of those. It's like something completely different.
Right.
And he turns and
Name
he says, "You're in luck. I have another copy." Master Koi, I didn't hear you come in, though I suppose that's not entirely surprising.
Yeah, Sock him put his foot in it again, like looks at the door.
Beg your pardon.
He's managed to get a mob out of himself.
I take it you saw the advertisements.
Yes, I did, and
It's
I mean, good work.
a big day in the scholastic community, so to say.
I can see that you're incredibly busy. I was wanting to talk to you, but maybe a good idea to come back later.
Master Koi, I am ever at your disposal. Is something quite the matter?
Little bit of a situation, but it's not urgent enough for you to drop everything that you're doing.
On the topic of urgency, I spoke to Archmage Duvare. He said he had the situation well in hand, which is why I'm doing all of this. I received several of these copies at a previous date, but my studies to assist Master Sockham kept me from doing a proper release, and well, it seems I may delay releases more often if this is the type of return that I get for my trouble. Do thank your brother for me. What can I help you with?
It lets fish through his bag, take out the packed bag, look unpacked magic. So, put a hand on it. Had a bit of a run-in with one of the ones in here.
You require arcanistic understanding. That.
Understanding and more what I've gotten myself into.
Yes. Are you in imminent danger of mutation or seizure of yourself or property? I am at your disposal, Master Koi.
For the record, the raven is still on his shoulder.
Yeah. But circumstances, if permitted, would be much calmer after closing. You are, of course, welcome to come in.
I don't want to get in the way of like gestures.
Commerce, Master Koi.
Yes.
Get in the way of commerce. Tell me,
naturally, because that is your livelihood after all.
Tell me, does the Good Knight's Rest deliver?
It does now.
Especially for Rashal.
Not as far as I know, but I'm pretty sure we can make an exception for yourself.
I do not think myself or my gilded volunteers will be able to take a lunch break this afternoon, say around 2 bells. If you could arrange something, Master Koi, I would be in your debt. Top coin, of course.
No, of course.
Oh, and he bustles behind the counter quickly, and he grunts, and he pulls out a crate, literally like a shipping crate, and he hefts it up, and he holds it out to you. It's full of books.
Take it and look in.
It's mostly copies of Into Waterdeep, Tales of the Nightlights number 1 Into Waterdeep, but there's a few Heroes Feast copies in there as well.
And would you need done with these?
They are yours.
I don't know if I came across. I also mentioned I was moving towards Rashal.
Yeah, it did, but you haven't said anything since then, and Rashal is focused on Brayden.
I mean, fair.
You
also don't look like Pierce, so...
I know. I was going to say as soon as I got up to them, I was going to drop it.
Okay.
Drop the disguise.
Okay, so you could do that while you have to wade through the sea of people, so you could do that while Brayden is taking the crate of books.
Yeah.
So you drop the illusion, and without looking, Rashal says, "Please refrain from magical outbursts while the shop is so." Master Averil, forgive me. What can I do for you?
I was coming with Brayden to come and see you, but it seems that you have quite a lot of business today.
As I said, after closing, things will be a great deal quieter. Or tomorrow, depending on circumstances. It's just release day and such.
If I had to hazard a guess, you'd have plenty of people still coming tomorrow.
It usually drops off by half or more the second day, and half again, so on and so forth. But I intend to capitalize on today and use the windfall for some much-needed improvements to the shop.
I think he gives a nod, and then
Fireproofing is not cheap, Master Averil.
absolutely. It's especially helpful with.
The fireproof and the Good Night's Rest might be a good idea.
Yeah, right.
You already did.
Did we?
Yeah, you paid for words.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fair enough. Okay.
So, about this point, Connie, you managed to get into the door.
Wow, this place is bumping.
What about Sock?
Oh, were you following Connie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. That should not have worked.
I feel like Sock has a harder time because there's people coming in and out as he's trying to go through, and he takes up the whole doorway.
So Sock, since you are immediately visible and Connie is less immediately visible, when you come in, the three people behind the counter start applauding.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Which is picked up by everyone else in the building.
Okay.
From the background, slightly changing his voice. The hero of Waterdeep, everyone.
Brady, let me know when you're back.
Rashal like clears his throat and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, they will certainly sign your copies of Tales of the KnightLites, and there's more coming. I'm currently pinning the next chapter. I believe," he looks at Salcom, "I shall call the second telling Wolvesbane."
That's definitely fitting.
It's a good name.
I quite agree. All of you can take your books to Master Salcom. Shall I get you a desk?
Well, we've actually already got some people waiting over at the Good Night's Rest.
Yeah, I figure we should sign them over there. That way your shop gets less crowded, so more people can come in.
Wonderful.
We'll figure we'll make a bit of an event of it.
Speaking of which, who handles
Maybe
the financial decisions of the inn?
Last I checked, we determined them as a group, but
I can hardly take all four of you upstairs, and this is not a question that I should ask in a room full of clamoring consumers.
Honestly, best bet is probably Lawrence has been here the longest.
Yeah, Lawrence is probably the most competent in that regard.
Either Lawrence or Pierce, probably. Yeah.
Rashal sighs. And in Draconic, he says, "Can anyone understand me?"
and Pierce responds with yes in Draconic.
Okay, he turns to you, Pierce, and he says, "What would you say to a 10% discount at the Good Night's Rest if they appear with a copy of your first book?"
I think I'm going to pause, turn to Salcom and say in Giant, and relay that information.
You could just say it
And
in
then-
Thieves Can't. You all know Thieves Can't.
Yep.
We all
Well, we all know Brayden's Thieves can't.
Yeah, we
exactly.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
We
yeah,
are-
I'd say it in Braden's Thieves
But
Camp.
Rajal doesn't know it, so.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet being the operative word.
I think he does like that chin scratch thing that Paw does so often.
Right.
I like Braden would know. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
Oh, right, I forgot Connie learned Draconic.
And after that, Pierce turns back to Rashal and goes, I believe that's agreeable.
So Rashal beams and he
Braden gives it a thumbs up.
pushes up to the front of the counter and he says, "Ladies, gentlemen, and assaulted citizenry of our fair city of splendors. It is my distinct pleasure to inform you all that in collaboration with the KnightLites and in promotion of their new establishment, the Good Night's Rest, you will receive 10% off food, drink, and room and board if you appear in the next 10-day with a copy of their book. And there's like cheering from the crowd.
And if it makes the deal any sweeter, in a little bit after we get the signings done, I'll be doing a bit of a show.
And
But you're always doing a bit of a show.
Rashal turns and he says, Tiffany, would you mind to update the slate outside? And one of the girls like pops out to go mess with the slime.
Do you have any additional slates? Or do we have any at the Good Night's Rest? Looks at Salcom.
Did you buy any slates?
Looks to Salcom.
Slate?
Like
The-
signs for outside.
The board's outside.
Oh. I thought...
Did you?
I don't...
I don't think we purchased any specifically, but it would make sense as something to tie into business expenses.
Okay. Totally.
Yeah, we can put some outside. Pointing people to Rachel's shop, as well as...
Like, it's something you would put the special of the day on, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so you guys, like, if you want to pull Rashal away now, you can, but it would definitely be better to come back this evening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely
Yeah,
have
no.
to tell Brightwind not to turn away people claiming we
Yeah,
did a 10%
so-
discount.
So you guys, like, push your way back out of the shop. We cut back to the Good Night's Rest.
Yeah.
Before Rockham, it was like some of the patrons coming in for breakfast had books and they were animatedly discussing books. And then,
Relax.
about 30 minutes or so after your family went off to Rashal, which, by the way, they've been gone a while, like 50
Little.
people show up,
Oh Jesus.
and they just
have
keep
enough
coming.
tables? Jesus.
Uh-huh.
And now there's a line outside of the Good Night's Rest as well.
Yes!
And then he's like pouring a drink, notices all these people coming in. Salcom, what'd you do? And just passes the drink off and starts getting ready. It had to be Salcom, right?
I mean, it's morning, so it's not really drinks. It's like,
well, yeah, like
eggs and
milk or
biscuits
something.
and tea.
yeah, tea.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee, yeah. Did you
Coffee,
guys
coffee,
spring for coffee? Hang
Oh,
on,
fuck
do
yeah,
you
bud.
serve coffee?
Oh, fuck
Please,
yeah,
you
bud.
mentioned it.
Okay, that's expensive. All right,
I mean,
But
Yeah.
also profitable.
yes. So, so yeah, about a full hour from when you leave, you guys come in. The Good Night's Rest is packed. All the rooms are paid for. Somebody needs to make a run to the bank. There's people holding plates and mugs standing because there's no place to sit, and there's a line out into the main street.
Salcom looks as frazzled as he could be.
First thing I'm doing is I'm casting Unseen Servant to behind the bar to help Rockham.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that a cantrip?
Excuse
No,
me, pardon
it
me.
is a first level spell.
Okay.
Let it take all the books up a stair.
Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the
So
way.
you go. So Brayden, you're gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw because
Oh, no.
there's people sitting on the stairs, eating, drinking, and talking. You have to like step around them with this big heavy book, crate rather.
Oh, dex saving throw. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. I set the DC as 14, so you get up and you guys watch as somebody who's like engrossed in the book turns the page and like reaches for their plate. It catches Brayton's foot. Brayton was trying to step over them, but he wasn't expecting someone to grab his foot. And so Brayton, you have a choice. You can go over the side of the stairs onto a table. You could go down the stairs and hit everybody on the stairs. Or you can drop the crate and let that avalanche down the stairs and catch yourself.
Neither of which are good.
No. Somebody's gonna have a ruined breakfast. Unless somebody else has a reaction move they can do.
I
bit
suppose.
I could I have a Misty Step as a reaction. I could teleport to Brayden and steady him.
I suppose
Theoretically.
landing
I'm
on the
not
table
gonna-
would be better than landing on a person.
I'm not gonna say no. Put a pin in that.
Okay.
Before we resolve this, put a pin in that, okay?
Okay.
Anybody else have a reaction they want to do?
I
Double
mean, I think
checking.
table's probably the best option. Sorry.
This place looks like the inn in Tortuga, if anybody's wondering.
Nice.
Nice.
Great, I love it.
God,
What do you guys
I
want to do?
can't. I can't help escape, but I can't escape the thought that Salcom has just sat somewhere talking to someone about the book.
You think you would be?
Okay.
Your ass is serving drinks, like coffee and tea and all that.
I can do that.
I
with a
mean-
phone.
Yeah, I've got unseen servant. I can do whatever I want while I talk to somebody.
I need to get that spell. Goddamn.
I think it's Wizard, Sorcerer, and Bard only.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so Pierce, if you want to like teleport up there, like you could try to steady him. Make the save again, Brayden.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what was going on. I had a.
Do you have a reaction you can use?
Do you have a reaction?
No.
you can
Not
use?
rolled yet.
Nope, not unless I can give him a bardic.
No, that's a bonus action, not a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go again then.
Okay, so Pierce, you cast Unseen Servant, and then you were like trying to decide what to do. You see Brayden like starting to struggle on the stairs. You like Misty step up, grab him. You steady him, but there's not enough room for both of you to stand with all the other people on the stairs. So you have to like steady him and then hop off the stairs onto the floor.
Oh, Jesus.
So make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Brayden, you're fine.
I recently put points in the deck, so hopefully this helps.
That's a valorous
Oh.
critical. What does that look like?
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Do a flip.
I feel like, okay, so I have to like jump off the side of the stairs?
It's less jump off and more you didn't have your feet under you to begin with. The way that you Misty stepped, you appeared and like pushed Brayden the other way so he didn't fall, but there was like nothing underneath you.
I feel like I was up against the railing on the side of the stairs.
Yes, but you're on
So
the outside of the railing.
Yeah, so I just kind of...
So would it be possible to grab the railing and then hang on for dear life?
I mean, he got a valorous critical. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I feel like I steady him, and I kind of push off the wall without thinking about it, land on the table without stepping on any plates.
Oh
Parkour.
yeah, hell yeah! Like so you Misty step up, and like your feet are on the like between the like underneath, like your feet are on the stairs underneath the railing, but your body's on the outside of the railing. You push Brayden, the counterforce pushes you into the void because you're not really standing on anything. You like turn and like you don't flip, but you spin, so you about face in the air, and you land with somebody's plate between your feet, and you don't disturb it, and you're just like, enjoy your meal, and hop off the table.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Nicely done.
There's some applause. Yeah, there's some applause from around the room when you do that.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Percival finally learned how to walk.
So Brayden,
One side or the other, ladies and gents. You can't be blocking the stairs.
where else are they gonna go, Connie?
I was trying to just get them to like scoot over to one side.
They
and
are. They're against the wall. That's the problem. Brayden was on the outside.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel like... Do we have any extra tables upstairs or anything?
What I was going to say is that we could pull out some barrels and crates and let people sit on them outside.
You could totally do
Not a
that.
bad idea.
Yeah.
some outside dining.
The guards might get a little
Fuck them.
miffed we're putting business on the road, but
As
I mean,
long
what
as long as it's on your property, like as long as it's not on the street itself, so like the fire carriers can get through. Like if it's like on the sidewalk, like it's your property, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Sidewalk dining.
Cool. So how the fuck are we getting this through this crowd of people?
I mean, you've got 2 Goliaths. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
So Brayden, you take the books upstairs. You guys start setting some stuff outside, which helps, but there's still a line of people. What do you guys want to do? Like over the course of the next, like little bit.
I think.
Get to serving and signing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Connie's gonna try and get people who are sticking around for the signing to get into a line, so it's not like a massive mob.
Honestly, it might be better Sockham sitting outside and doing the signing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
not
that's probably what
everyone
most of these people are in here for. Do
We'll
we have?
talk outside with?
Yeah, we'll
Wait.
get a barrel and a table whenever one opens up and just
I'm
sit
sure they
outside
want
for people to.
more signatures than ours. Do we have? Wait. Do we have a way to do like to-go plates?
That depends on if you want the plates back or not.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the definition of a to-go plate. Is you usually
Yeah.
don't want them quick.
Plates can be
Like,
kind of expensive if we're giving away that many.
There's a thing that's relatively popular in, I want to say, the Caribbean, where you pay like a shitload for your food. Like say it's like some like fried fish and like some plantain chips or something, like something cheap, right? You pay like $13 for it, and you get like full dinnerware. And then when you're done, you take your plate and your cutlery back in, and they give you $10 back.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not a bad idea.
That's neat.
So you
That's
could
what
do
I
something
think.
like that.
That
I was
would be
gonna
great.
suggest some sort of like edible ware, like put it on a flatbread or something.
You could also do that. You could do both.
Yeah,
Because
we
that,
could
doesn't really work for tea, Connie.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
Additionally, we could also consider the fact that we're getting so much business today that the people that don't bring it back, we can afford to eat the cost today.
Yeah,
I
and the people who
mean-
do get their money back.
Yeah,
That depends entirely how many people do that.
that's true, Pierce. Like, not necessarily.
Okay.
It would be better to like incentivize returns.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
And granted, we'll have
A slightly more like Western idea is like bring a mug and get 10% off your order or something like.
So what we could do is get them their food, and then they get their book signed on their way out.
That's also
Like
a
once
thing.
they return the cutlery and all.
That's also a thing you could do. Are you charging for the signings?
That's up to y'all. I'm busy doing bar stuff.
It's
We're already
pragmatic. It's
we're
prag-
already charging for the food.
right. People
Okay.
are getting a discount on it.
Maybe the first copy is free, and if they want more after that.
I can dig that.
Like if somebody
works,
brings 6 copies, first one's free.
Okay.
So like, you
Um,
want one thing signed, cool. If you want like 5 things signed,
That's like
so
something-
You're gonna get charged.
so can you guys do me a favor?
Yeah.
okay.
One person roll a D100 in regards to like food and like stores and stuff.
I got that one.
Okay.
Nice.
Someone else make a roll for money in the till, another D100.
I'll do it.
Hear that? Oh, you got a song? Okay.
Okay. I'm taking rocks. Sorry, Salk. I'll take
did say-
yours. I'll take yours for capacity of the
There you
inn. Salk.
Hmm. Okay.
And then somebody else, and one last D100 for like. How do I put this?
It's always a good start.
Are you guys taking gifts?
Oh,
If people are
I
really
feel like at a
interested-
certain point we don't have a choice.
Okay, and in that case, I need one more D100 for like space for all the stuff.
I'll get
yes,
that one.
I'll do it.
Oh, you guys coming? Okay.
Like
If
whether
people
we
are done-
want it or not, there's gonna be people just leaving stuff.
Okay,
Mhm.
so it is. Let's be reasonable and say it's about 10 a.m. at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Two
So
thirds
brunch hour.
of your food is gone.
oof.
The till is completely full of money.
Nice.
Most of your rooms are booked, like the really expensive ones and the ones that are permanently reserved are not.
Yeah.
And there is like wherever you guys are signing or whoever's doing the signing, your area is about a third full of just bric-a-brac.
Wow.
Jeez.
So what do you guys want to do with that information?
Yeah, it's not even lunchtime. We should probably go get more food.
Yeah,
I'm
one of us needs to make a run
going
to the
for shopping
bank.
trip.
I can run to the bank.
Why run to the bank? We've got a till full of money here.
We have to put it somewhere. Do we have? We don't have a
Hey, get it
save.
saved?
Or what you could do is use the money that's in the till to fucking go get the food.
Yeah, I was gonna say do that, and then whatever's left over we'll bank.
So Rock's
Okay,
looking like he could use
cool.
an excuse to get out from behind the bar at this point.
I think Ville is hiding in the kitchen.
Nice.
And I think not high. Like she's working, but I mean, she's not interfacing with people. And I think when you guys are like discussing this, I think she says like, she would love some proper like barmaid's clothes. If she could take some money from the till and get some, she'd be happy.
It's a business investment, I'd say. So,
I think you say that, Rock, and she goes, "I call it a disguise."
Tomato, tomato.
I
that
call
was,
it.
that was Rock's attempt at being nice.
Okay, so how much would you need for that?
Not much.
Okay, you can just
Just
give
like
her
call
that out of the till.
So, to be clear, the money in the till right now is like 20 or 30 pounds of straight metal. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess Waterdeep doesn't really do paper.
no.
Yeah, it's a bank of what.
Well, what's the
anything.
consistency of the coins?
Mostly
Is it, like,
silver, because it's food.
mostly yeah.
And I could use a reason to get out and stretch my legs. It's cramped back here.
Aye, so if you want to go, like, take the silver, get food with it, and Brain can take over the bar for you.
I can keep putting up unseen servants with rituals. Keep things moving.
Do we have a cart or a crate or something I could use for transporting food? I mean, I can see if delivery's a thing. But...
I don't believe you ever bought a cart, actually.
Yeah, it hasn't come up.
like something I can. Is the cart the one that you pull? I'm trying to remember the.
I mean, it's a hand
that's
cart,
the one
but
I'm
yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
Like a giant wheelbarrow is probably like the giant wheelbarrow that you pull from the front is probably what you're thinking of, Brightwind. That's a
Yeah,
cart.
something like that.
It's called a
Something
hand
I can,
cart.
yeah, something I can put stuff in and then bring it back.
You don't have one.
I can see about buying one of those.
I
While
mean,
I'm
Embrick and Avi probably have one.
stop by there if they don't have one. Ask where I could get one.
Yeah, they'll let you borrow theirs for 20
That's
gold.
for the day.
I
Which
mean, that's
ticket?
not too bad.
They'll
Sure,
let you
yeah.
borrow theirs for 20 gold, or you can make deliveries for them.
I mean, we're kind of busy today.
We're
True.
How
kind
much
of
would
occupied.
our own cart cost, out of curiosity?
Not terribly much.
Wait,
For
Yeah.
a good, like, you guys could get a big one because of Rock and Salk.
Mhm.
You're not gonna have business like this every day. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But like a day-to-day like wooden handcart designed for city travel to facilitate a commercial process, probably 60-70 gold.
Would I be able... Actually, this isn't something Rock would know, but is that easily findable while I'm out and about?
Yeah, you could get one in the market where you go to get food.
Yeah, so I can just do that while I'm out.
Okay. So, do you intend to get food for the rest of the day, Rock? Or, like, the next meal and then go out again? Do you intend to get food for, like, a week? What's your plan?
That's the question. How long do you guys think we'll be busy for? 'Cause I can get stuff, but how much
Well,
stuff do you think we need?
by what Rochelle said, it'll be about half as busy tomorrow, and then a quarter the day after.
Alright, so it might be better just getting the food for today and then like going out and getting more for tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Okay, so how
Fine,
much?
dude.
So how much food does Rockham think a busy inn is going to turn over in a day?
Probably as much as our small village took.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably gonna think.
Okay.
Well, if we know what the usual amount we buy is, and we're already however much of a way through it.
While that's true, Rockham, what's your intelligence modifier?
Horrible. My mod is +2.
Okay, so that's a reasonable line of thinking then.
Like, what we normally do with, like, what, double it probably? Depending how busy we are?
Okay, roll 3d12 for me.
Can do.
Okay, you think 120 pounds might do you?
Works for me.
Do you have specific dishes in mind? Or are you just gonna get whatever?
I mean, unless we have, like, a set menu that we work with.
Do you?
Do we? This is like, Rockham's not behind the bar a lot.
I kind of assumed we do, but
Okay, what KnightLites, what's on the menu?
Yeah.
Well, we've got bagels, we've got biscuits, we've got meats galore.
You don't have bagels on the, or you don't have biscuits on the menu because you only started making those today.
Yep.
we don't have Durnan's biscuits, but we could have biscuits.
For lunch, obviously a good like selection of soup and sandwiches.
Yeah, soup and sandwiches are good.
Soup would
good.
go a long way.
Soup. Who is doing the cooking aside from Leaf?
We have the halfling team.
That's right. So you would have a list. I forgot about the halflings.
Yeah,
You
they
would have a
probably
list,
give me
right?
some. So yeah, there we go. Job done.
Ta-da.
I remember only
Just
the
saved my
youth
bacon
list.
right there.
Cool. So.
And if there's a list, would that come with amounts or just list?
It's Vili and the halflings.
Pardon? Like, yes. What did you say, Gracie?
So would the halflings give you an estimated amount of food to get, or just list of things?
No, because they haven't done this before.
Fair enough.
So Brightwind.
Could Leaf give us an estimated amount?
Yes, but Leaf can't talk.
We have a notepad for him.
That's true. Leaf will tell you to keep it below 300 dragons.
Okay.
You go to the market, the current quoted price is 350 dragons. To put it into perspective for you, you currently have about 600 that you're carrying around.
So take
Recommended to. What's up?
take Sockham along for bargaining.
If you're not
Salk
busy.
is busy doing signing.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
And they said they keep it below 300 if I can.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not much of a bargaining guy.
I mean, well, you could either bargain for it or you could like cut some stuff off.
Yeah.
You've been behind the bar all day. You know what hasn't been selling.
Yeah, if there's anything in specific that hasn't sold as much as the rest, probably cut a little bit of that out. But
Like the higher price booze, or
a little bit early for booze, but yeah.
there are day drinkers.
True.
You're
But it's like
actually good
10
on booze. It's food that you're running out of.
Plus,
Yeah.
breakfast beer is a thing.
So like that.
You know what?
Go ahead.
It's Rockham. I think he'll take the extra 50 out of his personal savings
Okay.
and just bite the cost.
Okay. So you load up your hand cart. We see like all of the quintessential cartoon like pile of food stuff. We see like the giant wheel of cheese, the line of sausage links, the big whole fish, the like speckled eggs, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Mark off 350 gold. And so add 600 and then mark off 350.
That's 600.
Mark off another like 12 for his Vile.
And the 70 for the cart.
And the 70 for the cart. Yep.
Hold on, my brain. There's a lot of numbers all at once. So,
So
add 600.
however much gold you have,
Mhm.
add 600.
Okay, I did that part.
Now minus 350,
Okay.
minus 70, and then minus
Okay.
12.
Okay, we're good.
What are you left with? I'm curious.
737.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's the food taken care of mostly. What so while Rock is away doing all of that, what are the rest of you dealing with?
I feel like at some point we had to switch who was signing.
Okay.
I because at some point Sokkum's hands are gonna start hurting.
I feel like that boy would keep going. He used to punch a tree.
I was gonna say, he's pretty.
His stress response when he was younger was beating a crumpled piece of metal.
I don't
okay.
think he's gonna care.
Okay.
His hands are like sandpaper.
Now
at this point, probably.
Sokkum,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. Are you
Mhm.
signing these Sokkum? Are you signing these the KnightLites? Or are you trying to forge your sibling signatures?
Connie's signing too, by the way.
Okay. Same question.
He's probably signing Salcom.
Okay.
You fool!
So they're gonna come to the rest of us for
You
signatures
you
as well.
notice almost
Um,
every single one you sign, they
well-
they like go back inside.
Well, maybe I should be signing the KnightLites then.
Oh no. Strap in, boys. This is what we're doing for the next like 3 days.
I have a very large concern given Lawrence is overworking.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you're an eyesight.
Yeah.
He's not an eyesight of the inn because the actual
Oh,
Steam and Steel building is between the work area and the inn.
Yeah, but eventually someone's gonna put two and two together and be like, "There he is!"
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. You're not getting anywhere.
Emric and Avi are going to kill me.
Yeah,
I'm-
if Sock doesn't switch to the KnightLites, Connie will.
Yeah, I'm probably signing them the KnightLites.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Now, my next question is: are Connie and Salk signing them identically?
Probably not. We don't have the same handwriting.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do when you don't got the same handwriting.
Okay.
Like, if we had time to practice, maybe, but this is pretty abrupt.
Okay. Fair. Are either of you inventorying the stuff that is left, and also are you taking tips?
I mean, we can do tips, right?
Set out a jar or something.
It's an inn set at a tankard.
Yeah.
Or
Something of that nature.
or a hat.
Dude, none of you wear hats. Where are you
Okay,
gonna get a
probably
hat?
right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, we-
none of us
Well,
wear hats.
technically I do, but A, it's a helm, and B, I kind of need it.
Yeah.
Helm and hats are different.
Also, you're not here.
Yes. Let's collect tips in the adamantine helmet. let's just put that aside. Like, how hard up for money do you have to be to busk with an adamantine? Like, what are you, fucking fucking Brunor Battlehammer? My god! Like,
I like that vibe. I'm into it.
Let's just use the thing.
Merc falling on hard times.
Oh,
sell
You
the
better
helmet! You could buy a house with it! Like, anyway, I'm sorry. Just that is so ridiculous.
How dare you? You can never
You're
sell
welcome.
I've got an idea.
Yo.
Go
that
on.
house won't
That-
protect your head from arrows.
I've got an idea that is all too Sockham for my liking.
Okay,
Go on.
hold that thought for one quick second. I want to hear this. Percival, you just said a house won't protect your head from arrows. Bullshit.
If someone's inside with you, it's not protecting you.
Have you ever tried to shoot a bow inside? I have.
As have I.
It's gone real well for Rockham so far.
You were saying,
mean,
you were saying, Salcom.
I feel like Sockham would have bought a hat just to keep up the classic busking shtick.
Wait, didn't the outfits Mert gave us come with a hat?
Yes.
Yes,
But
we go.
I
Yeah, it was
believe Salcom burned that outfit.
No,
I
he
did
didn't.
not.
He did not. Are you wearing the outfit while doing the sighting?
Hell no,
Please
he's
tell
not
me.
wearing that
God.
outfit.
Fuck no. He does. He does. We can use his hat though.
Yeah, you can totally use the hat. So it fills up and Rockham is still gone.
Ah.
Gravitate.
Ah. We need another hat.
Has to
Quick,
be a
go grab
stat
Brayden's.
specifically.
I don't have a hat.
I mean,
Yes,
you could put the money in the till and then put it back out.
There you go.
That works, yeah.
We just get a stack
So
of hats.
so Salk goes inside to put the money from the hat in the till. Connie, somebody walks up with a crate of books.
Oh heck.
That's a lot of books. Which one
What-
do you want me to sign?
It just
Which-
starts
how much-
stacking them on the table.
Are we
First one
are we charging like a silver for each additional copy?
Silver might be too intense.
A copper,
I was thinking
maybe.
5
I-
copper or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe 5 copper.
A dragon for any copy over 10.
Connie, make a
Hey.
perception check.
Okay.
Just setting books on the counter, on the counter front, you like stacking them up. I want to see if Connie gets this. Okay, yeah, it's just some dude, just like some dude, just like stacking the books up and occasionally just glancing over at you, and then like he does that thing where he like makes eye contact, reaches into the crate, puts another book on the table, makes eye contact, reaches into, etc.
Very confused.
I
I have suspicions.
Suck, you walk
Me-
out. You walk outside, and can you make a perception check for me, please?
Yes, I can. Why don't I have my sheet open? I thought I opened it.
I don't know.
Always keep your sheet open.
Wait a second. I totally know what I'm doing to take care of this.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think I know
Suck.
this is.
There's a growing pile of books and an increasingly irate line in front of Connie.
Look,
You're aware it's a 5 copper per additional book.
It just slams a platinum down on the counter.
Ah,
Oh.
Point proven.
Oh shit!
yeah, no,
bro,
we're capping you at 10.
who are you, sir?
Who are you, sir? Beat. Lowers the hood. It's fucking Rainier.
God damn it!
Of course.
I think I'm gonna come out with an unseen servant. I'm dedicating this one to signing.
I had 3 suspicions for who it was. Rainier was one of them.
Thomas, you bastard.
He chuckles. I would like 10 of these signed, though,
Hang
with
on.
individual signatures.
Okay, you
Gonna
can
have to
wait.
wait then, because Rock's getting food.
And
No,
I'm-
that's
working.
fine. Like, take a week, take a 10-day for all that I can. I want to send it to my father.
Nice. I will happily oblige you. Just
I'm
the big ass
hold
line.
on. Hold on.
I will write
Are
a
you-
personal letter in the back of the book for that.
Are you gonna send one like every couple of days just to prove a point? Is that why you're having us do so many?
Well, what I was going to do was send one every day for a year, but I like your idea better.
I love it.
If you'll come work in the bar with us, I can dedicate my unseen servants to signing these.
Listen, as long as you're willing to keep on paying Rochelle for them, I'll happily keep signing the KnightLites on them, and you can keep sending them.
I didn't steal these from the bookworm, if that's what you're implying.
No, I'm saying as
I
long
got
as
paid
you...
for the vault too, you know.
Yes, I understand that. I'm not questioning that. I'm saying as long as you're willing to keep buying, I'm happy to keep signing.
Oh, I have a year's worth in this crate, that's the point.
Well, what are you doing pulling them all out at once? There's a line.
Honestly, I thought you would have recognized me after the 5th book.
We're a bit,
Busy.
Yeah, we're a bit frazzled.
yeah, we're a
Right.
bit buried.
Packing the books back into the crate. So, consider this leftover. If someone wants a book and doesn't have it, you can sell them one of these if they don't want to trek all the way back down to the bookworm. I will... Well, how can I help?
We need someone to make a trip to the bank.
No, Rock's taking care of that, rather.
We need another person to find him and give him the rest.
You probably don't want Rainier Neverember walking around the city with a great deal of money. How about I make eggs? Or something.
That sounds wonderful.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that would probably work.
Braden's girlfriend just left a little bit ago, so we're down a cook.
You're down to cook with this many people.
Yep.
We're also running out of food very quickly. If you can't tell, I'm panicking. I didn't know this is what the hero life was.
Soon enough, there will be something to take everyone's attention. Bask in it now and capitalize. That's the way of things. I'm just going to... He just ducks inside. And Braden, you see Rainier come in, go straight to the kitchen, and then, loud enough to be heard outside, he goes, "There's like 6 halflings in here. What are you talking about?"
Looks at
The food's flying out faster than we can bring it in.
Right, sorry about that, folks. Who's next?
Looks at the kitchen, slowly turns to look back outside and just shrugs.
Rainier pops out of the
gonna-
kitchen, looks at Braden, and goes, "They said you didn't have a cook. There's like... Are you aware there's apparently squatting halflings doing rogue cooking in your kitchen?"
I said we were down a cook, not that we didn't have any.
I didn't expect you to have 6. 7, apparently. Anyway, Braden, what can I do?
I'm gonna leave an unseen servant
Let's
with.
slide the mug, take that to table 7.
They will not take a book signed by an unseen servant. They won't do it.
Okay.
Strap in, Pierce.
So Rainier grabs a dishcloth, wraps it around his head, grabs another one, and starts wiping down tables.
No, I said that I slid a mug towards them and said, take that to table 7.
Oh, sorry. Then grabs it, starts to walk off, pauses. Which one's table 7?
Gestures at the markers.
Yours full. Starts slinging drinks. Anyway, back outside, you now have another crate of books.
A personal crate of books and also a
Rainier's crate of books. Rainier's is bigger.
Sets that one to
It
the side.
always is.
Okay.
How many books are in this crate?
He said he...
A year's worth. So 12 months of 4 weeks with 10 days each. So...
Couple hundred.
No.
Yeah, or
40,
dealing with that later. There's people in line.
40 times 12. 480? Plus a couple of spares.
Yep.
So let's just cap it at 500. 500 hardback, old school scribed. That crate is heavy. What's your carry capacity, Connie?
How do you lift that?
Rainier? Because he's Rainier.
He's Rainier.
How do you calculate carry capacity again?
It's
Your
your
strength
strength
times
score.
15.
Yeah, it's your strength times 15.
My strength is 15, so 15 times 15 is 300?
No.
No, what is it?
150 time plus.
225.
There you go. 225.
Okay.
I don't think you can budge this thing.
Need me to do it, Connie?
Yes, please.
If everyone will make way, please.
And pick up the crate. The belt like glows faintly. And set it off to the side against the side of the building. Sit back down. People cheer.
just doing like a light flexing as he's walking inside.
You take it inside. I thought you were outside doing signing.
Yeah.
Why'd you take the book inside? Why'd you take the crate inside? Just put it behind you, friend.
Oh, that's good. That's a good point.
So
just use it as a seat.
That's also a thing. So the next person in line comes up to Connie and kind of bashfully goes, "Did he say we could get individual signatures?"
Son of a bitch.
I
Shit.
don't think he did.
You'll have to wait, but I mean, we can arrange that.
How loudly do you say that, Salcom?
We're gonna be here for a week.
He learned from earlier. He's gonna say that one a lot quieter.
Make a deception check.
Oh God.
You know those fuckers are gonna go and tell like 20 of his friends.
Okay. So he nods like he just found out about the McDonald's secret menu, and he says, as long as it takes, I'd like a room.
I think most of our basic rooms are already taken.
You don't have anything.
We've got
well,
nicer, but
we've got the nicer rooms, but those are kind of pricey, and I don't want to try to force your pocket out of your hands, if you know what I'm saying.
Look, we're just trying to get through the volume. If you come back in a few days, maybe we can hook you up.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just need a place to stay. I came down from Neverwinter for this.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
that's a trip.
You know
That's
what?
quite a trip.
You know what? If I got yelled at for being too trusting, and I'm gonna do it again. If what you're saying is true, I'll eat the cost. You go talk to my brother. He'll get you set up.
So, okay, so he
That'll be fun.
ducks inside. Rock. No, you're not. Oh, your brother Brayden.
Yep,
Okay.
that's why it's gonna be fun.
Okay, so he pops inside, and so Brayden, you see somebody come inside clutching a copy of Tales of the KnightLites, and he's like looking around, and he kind of like makes this like disappointed sound, and then like tries to awkwardly find a place to like stand and wait.
I whistle. Hey, come here.
Yeah, he scurries over. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm looking for a Goliath."
He's out getting food. Can I help?
There's a good sign. He hasn't read the book yet.
Or
Oh, yeah,
Rashal,
he just got it.
or Rashal didn't include that part.
This is true.
He says, yes, the Harper, Sockham said, he like blushes when he says Sockham's name. He says, I can have a room?
I should pulls out the fucking
The big ledger book.
Aye, let it
You,
go
you,
through.
you feel like the brief like cold spot as Leaf comes over to you.
I go through if there's any normal rooms left.
There are no normal rooms left. The only rooms you have left are the secret room for the Zentarum, the really big like deluxe suite that Durnan told you to get, and then like the tower top room.
Looks over it, rubs the back of his head. It's like the only two rooms we've got left is the tower room and the deluxe suite.
He said it was free?
Slowly looks up at him like, of course it is.
Excuse?
I love how Braden doesn't even question it.
Right?
Of course he did. Well, what do you want? The room with a view or the room with a really comfy bed?
Comfy bed sounds nice. I've been on the road a while.
Fair enough. And name? right on.
Yeah, he gives you a name,
Aye,
and yeah,
like,
you pass him the key.
just puts like as the price like is 0. Sock him.
Yeah, sock him. Underline. Yeah, like you pass him the key. You pass him the key, and you turn back to the book, and Leaf's ledger has appeared like over the book, and it just says, "That suite comes with meals. Rockham better hurry up."
Going as fast as I can.
Great.
So yeah,
Wheelbarrowing through the
so
city.
yeah, somebody like shouts for your attention. You're like, coming. Go back to doing more stuff. It's starting to switch over from breakfast to lunch. The line is now split. There's a line for KnightLites shenanigans and the line for the inn. And the people in the inn, like, you get this a lot throughout the morning, Brandon. You're like, whoa, why are you so busy? Like what the fuck is going on? Around the Steam and Steel, the book signing line starts to stretch, and I think Lawrence, you're starting to see giddy people, and it's not just like fanboys. It's like I think the one we see like out front of the Steam and Steel is like a family with 2 children, like.
And
Wow.
and there's glances like, really? Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
I keep working, but it's like, uh-oh, this is worse than I thought.
And I think after a moment of like seeing that, you kind of feel more than you see like Avi come up to your station, and he says, Lawrence, my boy, I don't mean to tell you how to run your house, but, well, you could do a lot of business for everyone here in Troll Skull Alley. Would you be interested in a little bit of advertising?
And Lawrence pauses on his next strike, and he says,
I thought you said
Well-
we have orders.
well, that and you know, he'll go, "What the orders?" And then he'll just, you know, do a verbal backtracking. He goes, "What do you have in mind, Master Avi?"
Avi grins at you, and he says, well, that depends entirely on what you need. He, like, nods at the family with the kids. He says, what about a shield with your crest on him?
And he pauses, puts his hammer to the side for a moment. And he says, "Bucklers, cut shields, round. That could be interesting."
Or you could run down the street to the Bent Branch and get some wooden swords. Or axes, for that matter.
And-
Wooden Azure Edge mock-ups.
Oh god, that'd be adorable.
Right?
And Lawrence pauses, thinks about it, says, "Right, gonna be really busy for a while." And right,
Did Emmerich and Avi supply the cookware and flatware for the good night's rest?
Chances are good.
Yeah,
So-
probably.
So I think Avi says, we could sell like sets like what you use at the inn.
and Lawrence just gets this really big smile on his face, like monogrammed cookware or silverware.
KnightLites official merchandise.
Oh,
Heroes
dear.
of Waterdeep.
Which would bring in quite a bit of business here too. And he goes, right. He claps. He, you know, sets his hammer down, claps his hands, and says, "Right. I'll be back, and I'll start spreading the word along the line."
That's my boy.
And he gets this big happy smile on his face. And he steps out, and he starts walking up and down like, "Hey, if you want something else, you know, looking to start supplying wooden replicas, looking to do metal work."
The wooden
And-
like you don't have like the guy from the Bent Branch is not on board yet.
Well, no, but you
Yeah,
know,
you gotta go talk to him
So
first.
it's metal. So he's metal replicas, and I'm about to go look into wooden replicas, if you'll be but a moment. And, and he'll just book it down the way.
Okay, so you head off down the alleyway. We'll catch up with you momentarily. Rock, you're having a little bit of trouble getting into the alley.
I'm guessing because of the lines.
Yeah.
Move
Like,
aside, people.
There's people at Main Street wondering what the fuck is going on.
Wow.
Just a
You're
lot of
like-
excuse me coming through.
Yeah, move is like you push people aside. So Connie and Salk, you see Rock like pulling this handcart full of food through the crowd of people. Rock, there's more shit around those two than there was when they left. The other line is now like down to the steam and steel. And
I
go ahead, Per.
want to start taking inventory of that stuff that they're putting down,
Okay.
and
Remind me before I jump to the next scene.
I will.
So yeah, you pull up with the food. One of the halflings like leans out the window, and you hear in Sylvan, those of you who speak Sylvan, like, "Oh, finally!" And like a bunch of halflings run out and like strip the cart like a pack of raptors and run back inside.
All I can think of is the angry chicken swarm from Link to the Past.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except they're rats, not chickens.
I mean, they're not rats currently, but yeah.
And I'll find somewhere out of the way to like set the cart aside.
Yeah, you can set it like between the Steam and Steel and the literally where the kid was hiding behind the rain barrel. You could put the cart
Yeah,
there.
we go.
I was about to ask, do we have like a back door for putting like orders and that through?
I don't think you do. No, I think the
back of
kitchen
the building's
the kitchen ends in a storeroom. It doesn't have an exit. I don't think.
Might be something to look into later.
I'd put money on it. We've got a window, and that's good enough for
Oh, you got
halflings.
plenty of windows. Yeah.
Pass it
The,
through.
yeah, the halflings book it through a window every single time.
Yeah,
Totally.
once
They never
that's done,
used
I'll
to.
go check on how everything's going.
So you yeah, okay. So you go around and check. Do you go inside to check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
See,
So you
make
go
sure-
inside.
no, yeah.
Connie, you see about 3 people back in line is Fala Lafalier.
Nice.
Fala!
The people in front of Fala like move aside. Fala like steps up, and in the ease of time, just slides you an index card.
What's it say?
It says, "I'm not here for a signing. I was wondering if I could advertise."
Your mics went again, Grace.
Okay, I heard them. They said, "Of course you can."
So Fala sets down like it's not a vial, because a vial is 2 ounces. It's like not a decanter, but like a little version of a decanter, like a crystal bottle basically. And it's got a little cork in it. It's full of like red
You're
liquid.
still out, Gracie, by the way.
And it sets one down in front of Connie and sets one down in front of Salk.
Hmm.
You're no.
Nope. No. Not yet, Grace.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay. Your product saved our butts. I'd be surprised if you didn't advertise.
Yeah, so Fala just like gestures at the bottles in front of you.
I'm sorry, my headphones were unplugged for a moment. What are the little vials?
It's not a little vial. It's bigger. It's about the size of a water bottle. It's a
Okay.
crystal bottle full of red liquid.
Ah, gotcha.
So what is this?
I mean, Fala makes the universal gesture of like, try it, with like the heel of their hand.
I mean, okay, I'm a brave boy.
You take a
Bro.
drink, and it's like a blend of fruit juices, but it's definitely got some kind of energizing herb in them. That's like basically caffeine. So it's like caffeinated fruit juice, basically.
I was gonna say she made 5-hour energy. Or is it?
No, not.
Probably not that intense.
No, it's definitely not that intense. It's meant to like, you sip it, it's tasty, and it's less caffeinated than tea.
Oh, okay. So it's subtle.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
mostly
good,
just
I'd say.
tasty thing to drink.
Ooh, that's tasty.
I
I love
like that. Can I get a bigger one of these? Because this is good.
Fala nods and like points back at the shop, and then signs to Connie, "Where can I set up?"
Anywhere that's not mobbed. If you got a table or something, you could set up right there.
She could set up at the entrance to that alley to the barrel, and just
No, that's where you guys are.
Oh fuck!
Is there enough room to set up right next to you guys?
Is there room to set up on the other side? Of
There's
the...
room to set up on the other side of the door near Main Street. Yeah.
Yeah, you can set up right over there.
So Fala nods and just leaves.
Real talk,
I'm not-
Patrick. Sounds amazing.
I'm not entirely sure what this is, but if you guys want one, just go talk to them.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fala makes some of the best stuff you'll find in Waterdeep.
It's
So
like tea but fruity.
So, Rock, you go inside, you see Rainier Neverember, like, passing, like, basically doing the waiter thing. He's got one of those... I feel like Gracie would know this, and I'm not sure why. One of those big circular, like, carrying wine trays. Do they have a special name?
It's
You mean a serving platter?
Yeah, it's just a serving tray.
It's just serving tray. He's like balancing that on one hand, like he's done this before. Because I mean, of course he has. He's done everything, like to get away from his dad. There's a bunch of stuff happening in the kitchen. Brayden's behind the bar. The booking ledger is off the bar because you've booked everything.
Good to know.
And yeah, like it is super crowded in here.
You know, like wave to Rainier, walk over to Braden. What do you need help with? I'm back. Food's
I mean,
unloaded.
the till is like a quarter full again.
Man, that's fast.
I think we need to buy a bigger till. Or a secondary till.
Maybe an in-house safe isn't such a bad idea.
This is not the new normal, friends. Remember that.
Yeah, this is rare.
This is probably going to be the event every time Rashal releases one of these books, though.
But, well, remember, this is the event because Rashal was releasing 4 right on the back of you guys saving Waterdeep.
Yeah.
True.
Like a new release will definitely up things, but it won't be to this degree.
Correct.
Yeah. We're gonna build a bit of a fan base from this incident, though.
Well, I mean, if the food is good and the rooms are good, yeah. Like, you guys seem to be staying on top of stuff, which is good.
The food is good, the rooms are good, and the people are good, so...
So, Pierce, so you're gonna go inventory the stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna, like...
Make an
inventory.
investigation check for me, please.
Okay, I will. I'm good at those, I think.
Okay. It's not like pirate treasure chest, right? It's stuff that a lay person thinks that a adventurer will find useful. So there's like coils of rope, backpacks, trail rations. There's treat boxes of like usually sweets. There's like water skins, there's torches, there's like healer's kits, there's like mundane healer's kits. There's some like paperwork. It's not like deeds or anything, but it's like, hey, come by my shop and I'll make you some boots.
It's like vouchers and coupons.
Yes.
Okay, anytime he comes across those, he's gonna like stick them in between the pages of the spellbook so they don't get lost
Okay.
or messed up.
There's like fishing tackle, because it's a port city, right? There's just like bric-a-brac that lay people think adventurers need.
Are there any adorable letters
or small tokens of thanks, like very, very small valuables, like a necklace of cheap pearls, or a few coins here and there, or there's none of this has like notes attached to it, but one of them is like a cast iron pan that's like very old and weather-worn. Like somebody clearly like gave that as thanks, but you don't know who or why.
That's wow.
Jesus. Is
I was
there?
about to ask if there was any letters written by the Tinies with cute little fan art.
Oh, certainly.
There's
Aw.
absolutely fan art in here. Anything like of exceptional note?
Not
Sounds like we
really.
need to
It's just
well,
it's literally just like, you know, the stuff that a content creator gets at a convention. Basically, it's just the Waterdavian Adventurers equivalent.
Okay.
So we've got a whole lot of spares.
Yes,
I mean, rather have spares than none.
I
Yeah.
will say there is something noteworthy in that somebody gave you guys a tent.
An entire tent. Wow.
Yeah, it's like a 5-person tent. So
That's
the
huge.
Oh,
twins
wow.
could use it.
I was gonna say about trying to get this stuff to like a storage area out of the street.
It's not on the street. It's technically it's on Embrick and Avi's property, but they're not going to yell at you about it.
Okay.
Because even they know this is unusual.
We can move it aside once this is done.
Yeah. We will never have to go buy torches again. Hooray.
Yeah, no, basically,
Right?
like it's
How many coils of rope is there? Like, Jesus.
like 8.
That's like 400 feet of rope. Holy shit.
No,
How many 10-foot poles are there?
at least 3. Literally, this is what happens when somebody who like, you know, like teaches kids or does heavy lifting at the docks for a living goes to a general store and says, "What do adventurers need?"
Ah.
And the person at the desk just starts listing off everything in the dungeoneering
There's
kit.
handbook.
Yes,
There's
So-
a-
that is
there's at
exactly
least-
it.
There is at least 30 pythons in this
No,
pile.
because pythons are metal and more expensive.
Okay, so there's like 2 pythons.
Yes.
So everyone went to the local Waterdavian Dick's Sporting Goods then.
Yes, exactly.
Basically, yeah.
Well,
Or they're offering you like discounts at their shop because Commander Shepard.
Yeah.
shit.
And because we didn't dunk on them when they had the our gold means nothing.
Pretty much. I mean, that's still going on for a couple more days. But
I mean,
but you're right.
I think we're doing the right thing in choosing not to dunk on the citizens.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Proving not all adventurers
nothing
are assholes.
spectacular, but the mundane is taken care of for a while. I will say there's also like non-perishable goods. So there's like a big ass sack of flour, a big ass sack of sugar.
Oh, absolutely. Which goes to the kitchen.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Anytime we
Yeah.
find that, I yell for a halfling to get out here.
Yeah,
To
right.
get this.
Hey, yo, there's food.
Could use a hand here.
Somebody, it's not a lot, but you do get like a bag of like 5 pounds of salt, which is probably very expensive.
Oh, jeez. Yes.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
It's specifically like sea salt from like a good Waterdavian salt maker, but still,
But still,
Salt is not cheap.
no, it's not.
Not even in Waterdeep.
Yeah, it's really not cheap.
Like rolls of like linen cloth,
Ooh.
etc.
Okay, so pretty much anything we could think of, we can go to a storeroom and be like, we should have this in here.
Within reason. So yeah, so basically what this is going to equate to is, providing you don't like get rid of this stuff, you collectively have 25 charges. And if you need to just obtain something, you can just do so within reason.
Wow.
Okay.
So, while you're inventorying this and you guys are doing all this, like, Fala comes back with a crate, and you can see the crystal bottles in the crate, and just like walks inside and holds them out to Brayden.
And take them and put them to the side and start putting them up on the.
Okay, you're not gonna question it?
As he's taking it, so I'm gonna guess they lot out there fucking said to put this out.
Fala like reaches into the crate in your hand, pulls out a note card, holds it out to you.
I don't take it and read it.
It says no charge. Do with them what you will.
Okay.
And then back to their shop. Fala goes. So you go to the bent nail. It's the bent nail, not the bent branch. My bad. You go to the bent nail, and yeah, like the dude is like, yeah, I'll make some wooden shit and sell it. For you guys, like you have a crest, which I don't know if you do or not.
Out of,
Be your
out of
journey.
character-
Actually discuss this.
yeah, out of character, we were discussing like a piece of amber with a blue flame on it.
Okay. So,
Right.
well, I mean, that'll look like a meteor if it's just carved into wood. So,
That's true.
I mean, which is fine. Like, if you
I
want to,
mean-
if you want to pass out like wooden shields with the black mage symbol on them, that's fine with me. Like,
You're not wrong. Oh god, that actually hurt. Well done.
Do I already have my shield from Ember Canavri?
yeah.
I was gonna say probably.
Okay.
I mean, if we did do that symbol for the wood carving things, was it probably like KL carved into the front of it?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
thought-
a little bit of stylization.
So
Yeah.
the dude can bust out some like wooden swords and shields, so that'll be ready in the evening. So
Yeah.
that just leaves Trench.
Oh, poor Trench.
I
Um,
mean, Trench isn't too hard.
Trench gave us a
Does
bunch
Trench
of
happen to come out for a donut?
Yeah, I think like Trench like in the beginning like started to come out, saw the crowd, went right back inside.
And lock the
Locked
door.
their door.
Yeah, probably. So if you guys want to like go see Trench and like get him involved, you can, but he's not gonna step up to
Not
the plate.
willingly.
Yeah, I hate to burst the
Uh,
bubble, but he already gave us a bunch of calling cards to put out.
I mean, no, that's fine. But like, if you want to do something special, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not bothering him right now.
Okay, so
He's, because of his ability, he's probably incredibly overwhelmed by the amount of people.
so this shit goes on for a while. We do the time lapse thing. We go from like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. ish, right? And we
Right.
see like so Fala has set up a potion stand opposite your guys' signing stand, offering the energy drinks, but also offering like actual potions for the people who know what to get. And
Nice.
so now the crowd has like kids with wooden toys or sipping on the energy drinks, and like people with the book, like, and it's quieted down substantially. And about this point, Connie,
We've probably got.
go ahead.
I was gonna say we've probably got a good few guards on break with their families over here too.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
We've
Let's get in
turned.
good with the guards, and they will never fuck with us again.
I will say
We've-
this:
we've-
you have the guard, you don't have the watch.
Fuck that! Fuck that! Someone invite Cromley.
You could go have somebody go invite Cromley or Barnabas for that matter.
Why not both?
You're exploding
That's-
again, Gracie. So anyway,
Oh god,
That's-
that
that's-
windbag.
so
That's something to yell at Connie about.
so
or
Salk,
Pierce.
Salk. A little bit later, around 2 o'clock, you see one of the clerks from the Bookworm's Treasure like walking towards you guys. Did anyone remember to make food for Rishal?
Yes, Braden would have,
Okay.
and at the two bells, he would have like, hold on, give me a second, and went and take it to him.
I would have.
Oh, you like she's coming to pick it up, but okay.
No, I would have hand delivered that.
Okay, then never mind. So then I think what we see is this Vile come outside, and she's dressed in a way that it's not immediately obvious that it's Esvile Rosnar.
Oh, nice.
She looks a little bit like. Are you guys familiar with the oil painting, The Girl with the Pearl Earring?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Imagine that, except the headscarf is white, the blouse is brown, and the girl is Latina instead of Caucasian.
Huh.
Pretty.
Nice.
And she's got like an apron around her waist as well. And so she comes outside for like a breath of fresh air. She leans on Fala's table, idly picks up an energy drink, flips Fala a silver coin, comes over, sits down beside Connie and Salcom. She says, "Well, now I know why they call it an honest day's work.
Yeah.
I stick to robbing jewelry stores." Sip.
It would work for her.
And don't get me wrong, it's reasonable. It's just my feet hurt.
Your feet hurt and it's not exciting.
That's plenty exciting. Pause. I didn't steal from anyone who didn't deserve it. Sip.
I didn't accuse you of such. Sips. Because she still got the one
Right.
Fala sit down in front of her.
Anyone that was given their lip is now missing their wallet.
Not their entire wallet, just like she took an annoyance fee.
You ticked me off, and suddenly they're like 20 silver lighter.
A point. People are getting handsier with Rainier than they are with Esvile.
Wow.
Largely because the last person who got handsy with Esvile got thrown through a window. Like,
Yes.
You know what? I just realized something. We need to send someone to go invite Barnabas and Cromley and find Floon and invite him to this.
yeah, you do.
Oh no. Yeah.
Or, you know,
dear.
Durnan and Bonnie.
Yeah. Where's Pierce?
No, fuck, what? He goes out.
Pierce comes out holding a tray of mugs.
We need you to use
Lavina.
Lavina.
We need you to use Lavina. We're missing a few people from this event if you haven't noticed.
Who?
Yeah, but I don't think Trench would want to be disturbed right now.
Well, no, probably not Trench. But I mean,
Absolutely not
Barnabas,
right now.
Cromley, Floon, Durnan, and Bonnie.
Okay, first of all, how the fuck am I supposed to know where Floon is?
I don't know.
Go to the Onion Portal. Odds are good.
Odds are good.
Wait, wasn't Floon more hanging around the what was it, Dragon's Tooth?
Oh yeah, the
Skewered dragon.
Skewer Dragon.
Skewered Dragon.
Right. Down in the docks.
He liked hanging out at the Skewered Dragon. Just
Okay.
have someone write up a couple of letters of invitation and have Lavina pass them out.
I have an idea.
Go on.
As Relay gestures at the crowd. Why not send some of the little KnightLites
What?
off on their own adventure?
Oh, you wonderful woman.
The messengers.
You
Have at
brilliant
it, Salcom.
woman. Yeah, yes.
That
Pierce
is assuming they
ducks
don't
back
go running
inside
off away
really
from their
quickly.
parents.
No, he probably didn't duck back inside. He's probably pulled inside by a fan.
Okay.
Yoink.
I know how Sockum's gonna word this too.
Okay. This should be great.
Sockum does the thing where he like cups his hands again.
Mm-hmm.
We've got an adventure for any little KnightLites that can get their parents' permission.
Oh god. You just need to learn thaumaturgy, Salcom.
So,
Right?
so that is an option that I will let you take if you want it, Salcom. later. Like, you have to learn it fictionally. But yeah, I'll let you add that to your list. But also, so you say that, and Fala, like, you hear Fala, like, chuckle, and, like, come over and just sets 3 of the potions in front of you, the quote-unquote potions.
Nice.
And yeah, like, a little bit later, like, you know, a couple of older, like, they still qualify as kids, like, step forward. Like, I would say probably 2 boys and a girl, mixed race. So like
Right.
a half elf, maybe 2 humans, something like that. And yeah, they're like less than 13, but more than like 10, somewhere in there.
Right.
Right.
Ah, so our age. When we were younger.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
You can see, like, the oldest boy has made a point to, like, put the wooden shield on his back properly, and, like, he's adjusting the strap as he comes up.
Nice.
Nice.
Some point, Pierce is gonna come back with the written letters
Yeah, okay.
and pass them over to Salcom.
Right. For you, we have special little adventure. We're missing some very important people. And like any adventurers, I'm willing to pay you if you see this mission through.
They nod excitedly. One of them goes, "Do we get the potion?"
Yes.
Follow, these are safe for kids, right?
Fallen nods at you.
You can have one. Yeah.
They each take one. The oldest boy, like, shows the other 2 how to, like, clip it to the belt like you guys do.
No.
Nice.
Right. We need these letters delivered to Durnan and Bonnie at the Yawning Portal, Floon Blagmar at the Skewered Dragon, and Barnabas and Crumley.
Barnabas
Of the what?
Blastwind and Saith Crumley.
Barnabas Blastwind and Saith Crumley of the Watch.
Wait, were they with the Watch, or were they with the Order of Scribes?
Cromley is with the Watch, Barnabas is with the Order of Scribes. But, like, the Order of Scribes is harder to pin down, so that he's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So they nod. Each one takes one. There's a little bit of kerfuffle about, like, who gets which one. You see them, like, switch the papers around a few times.
When you kids come back with a completed job, I'll give each of you 2 gold.
They nod. And one of them, and the younger of the 2 boys, says, "And lunch?"
I think we can arrange lunch.
We could arrange lunch, yeah.
And they just, yeah, they turn, and the girl says, like, last one back has to be Brayden. And they run off.
Fire, holy shit.
Wow.
That made me choke on my gum. How dare.
That's fuck yeah.
I was gonna make a point to, like,
Are they doing anything that, like,
Fucking-
makes them, like, resemble the one they like the most?
Oh, well, yes. Like, the one has a shield on his back, like Sock.
fucking, I was gonna make a point to tell Umbra to go keep an eye on the youngest one too.
I mean, you can't. Like, here's the thing, Brayden, right? Like, it's nothing against Brayden specifically. You're sneaky in the shadows, you carry daggers, you wear a cloak, and these kids have always been taught that that's the bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is fair.
Give them a few years, they'll figure it
So
out.
what
Yeah.
you do is you send that kid off to the docks ward with at the Skewered Dragon,
Yeah.
and then when he gets jumped, you come to his rescue.
Yeah, but
Which one of them took which?
they shuffled them, you couldn't tell.
Okay, fair enough.
You'll know when they get back. Maybe.
But yeah, if you want to send the Raven after them, you totally can.
To keep an eye on them.
Yeah, totally. So that happens. Does anybody have anything they want to do over this course? 'Cause, like, you guys are definitely drumming up business for Trollskull Alley at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which we are very happy to do.
Mm.
I think at some point, I think Connie is going to stop at the Trench's office and just stop by with food. Like, hey, I don't know if you want to be bothered, but snack time.
Okay.
When you go to leave, I think Pierce takes your spot at the signing seat.
Okay. So Connie, you take like a club sandwich and some cheddar soup over to Trench.
Yeah.
Because now I want
God,
that.
that sounds good right now.
Right?
That sounds good. Yeah.
And you knock on the door. There's a pause, and Trench opens it in his human form, and he sees you with food, and he smiles, and he says, "You're keeping busy."
Very. And suddenly, but hey, business is business.
Just use the windfall wisely.
Nods.
Actually, I'm glad one of you showed up,
What's that?
because I have something for you.
Steps inside, sets a tray down.
Yeah, like, closes the door. Weirdest thing. A raven flew down my chimney. It had a note.
I have a hunch who it's for.
It said, "Tell Braden there is a corrupter of souls loose in the city.
Okay.
If this is about me, I got out of that game a long time ago."
I really hope it's not about you. For context, he's apparently had a chat with the Raven Queen or one of her messengers. So I really hope it's not about you.
I haven't
At
heard
all.
anything about a corruptor, but I could look into it.
Actually, that would be a big help.
Might take me a little while.
Thanks.
You might want to do some legwork yourself.
Oh, we're going to.
By the way.
Yep.
You know anything about Victaro Castellanter's missing whereabouts?
Ah, shit.
Right. About that.
Yes, we know.
Okay. So So, oh boy, where do we begin? What was the last thing you heard about Sock and the werewolf thing?
What?
Oh
We
shit.
never told
told him.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Rashal told him about it.
Yeah, but that's Rashal.
Mm-hmm.
He probably didn't use the word werewolf. He probably said chosen of Malar.
Ah. Well, turns out he was. Well, we thought he was a werewolf. Turns out he wasn't a regular werewolf. Turns out this big bad god called Malar took a liking to him and decided, you know what? I like you. You're gonna be one of my werewolves. And then he bit
The full moon
Victoria
was
Castellan.
yesterday.
What?
The full moon was yesterday.
Yes, I'm getting to that. He bit Victorio Castellanter. Castellanter ran off and escaped. We were like, oh shit, what do we do? Sorry, out of character, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened.
Braden went to track him down. Turns out he was a monster.
Yeah, so Braden went to track him down. Turns out he turned into this awful monster. And while we were trying to keep Sock under lock and key so he didn't rampage during the full moon, it maybe showed up and tried to slaughter us all and failed. And we killed it.
As a citizen of Waterdeep, are you confirming that Victaro Castellanter is dead?
Yep.
Also remember what Braden said about Asmodeus being a fuck and trying to reclaim his soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. As far as I'm aware, he's dead. Though, Braden said something about Asmodeus. I believe what he said was Asmodeus is going to be a fuck and try and reclaim his soul or something like that.
castle,
He
victorious.
just
so.
sighs. I see.
Sorry, I probably should have relayed all this to you earlier.
No, it's fine. The Growlhund kids have been found. Castellantra's confirmed dead, so that's most of your loose ends tied up.
Most?
Most. That is, once we get this whole Corruptor of Souls thing sorted.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start, and that's rare for me. Though, I'm not super keen on being messenger. Whatever that entails.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. I don't know how to prevent that.
He nods. So it wasn't you?
No.
I just thought bird druid. You know,
Yeah, no, for once it wasn't me.
Not like you to get the address wrong.
Something Raven Queen.
A very similar thing happened to a farmer we just happened to have stopped and talked to on the way back to town. It's pretty weird.
Trench looks thoughtful. Did he not commit?
I mean, I'm assuming he did, though knowing Braden, he likes to keep his options open.
Sounds like he didn't commit. But it could also be that the Raven Queen is particularly eccentric, which, granted, yeah, she is, but...
I mean, with a name like the Raven Queen.
He nods. You've been outside, and I assume you're aware of all of that.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that one. What?
Have you been outside? I'm sure you're aware of all of that.
Oh yeah, I've been out there signing book after book after book.
Think I could get one?
Of course. In retrospect, I should have brought one. I'll be right back. You want it signed while we're at it?
Yeah. It's a
Just run by Lawrence.
collector's item.
Can do. I'll be right back.
He nods.
Collector's item.
It is a collector's item.
It really is.
Yeah, I'll go get a book and run past each of the KnightLites and get them to sign it.
How's Trench doing?
Okay, there you go. Conversation.
Give it a bit. Give it a bit, and we'll be a household name.
Hello?
So yeah, go get
Pierce
the book.
had a question
come
for
back.
you, Connie.
Sorry, what?
How's Trench doing?
He seems to be hanging in there. Was talking about Raven that flew down his chimney with a message for Braden. I'm assuming it's for Braden, because who else would it be for?
Brayden. Yeah. He's dealing with the crowd in there.
Yeah. Gonna have to
Brightwind
have a
is
chat
key
with him.
smashing backstage, which means I need to say this.
I
Hi,
dropped something.
Havoc.
No, I was moving something and I dropped it on my keyboard.
Hi, Havoc.
You dropped a Havoc on your keyboard. Good
I
job.
thought, I thought you fell asleep from all the Z's you just put.
No, what happened was- so on the left side is where my mouse pad is, and I set something on that, and it leaned on my keyboard. So I was wondering if it was
on
a
the
bottle.
left side.
You're left-handed?
No, it's like that's just where the mouse pad is.
Why is the Why?
I'll send a picture
Wait,
later.
why is your mouse pad on the left side?
I don't fucking know. I didn't make the computer.
What?
I'm confused. What?
Wait.
At this point, just smile and nod, folks.
You know something's wrong when I refuse to accept it is what it is.
So
Wait, are you on a
anyway,
laptop or
Anyway.
a computer?
he's on a
To
laptop.
clarify, are you talking about a mouse pad, or a trackpad?
Trackpad is probably the word.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Thing that you
Because
use
a mouse pad you could just pick up and move to the other
Oh,
side.
that, yeah, it's on my right side. Yeah.
That I also say what the fuck because they're usually in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like fuck.
Again, didn't make this computer, so I don't know.
Just pick up a left-handed one by mistake.
Circling back.
Yeah, back on track.
So yeah, hey Brayden.
Just wildly just mug slinging like what?
Message for you.
Can it wait? Throws another mug to somebody.
Apparently there's a corruptor of souls in Waterdeep.
Are you saying this out loud or are you doing it in the thieves' cant?
This isn't Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Say that to a massively filled bar of people. That's going to go wrong real quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no.
I think like she says that and it's really like pauses, and she just like wordlessly relieves you at the counter.
Right.
As long as
In-
no
in-
one, as long as no one in this bar is permanently under the effect of tongues, we're good. Comprehend languages.
Turns out Trench got a raven in his chimney with a message.
I hope that doesn't.
Assumed I send it because bird. What'd you say?
So I hope that doesn't turn into a continuous thing. Just send.
Yeah, he's a bit
messages to the
concerned
wrong
that it
people.
might be about himself.
It seems weird that it's not coming directly to you.
It does.
A little bit, yeah.
Did Trench say anything further about it, Connie?
I mean, if you've got the letter, just give me it.
I don't think she would have thought to actually get the physical letter, but
Yeah, Trench didn't offer it.
he mentioned something. He wondered to himself if maybe you didn't commit, but I don't really know what that means.
Commit.
Looks at the sword at his side. It's a bit hard not to commit to it.
Did you... This is a stretch. Did you commit for the sword or did you commit for the duty?
That's a good point. I'll admit I was a bit apprehensive about it, but fucking if it meant
Whatever.
Either way, he said he'd keep an eye and an ear out for whatever a corruptor of souls is.
if Trench seems to might think that it's him, then it doesn't sound very good.
Odd. Using Ambridge Thieves' Cant, everyone have this in-depth conversation. Meanwhile, everyone's hearing this conversation about barley and tomatoes.
Yeah, right? No, that's exactly what it
Right?
is.
It probably sounds like we're talking about the stock in the kitchen.
Exactly.
I don't think you should have green tomatoes.
Don't you know green tomatoes are rotten? What? No, they're not. That's potatoes. One of the patrons chimes in.
Yeah, right.
Aye, I'll keep an eye out.
Alright.
Guess I need to go do some investigating, preferably
Probably-
after this is done.
I have a question, Bard.
Yo.
When I got... there was a certain thing I got, involving some defense training with Trench. How often... Do you think I would go... It would be like one and done thing, or would it be like several times going over there and...
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it would be like a couple times a week. You'd go over there and get your brain melted, and then
Yeah, it'd
Like-
probably be done later this evening.
there'd be a recovery period. Yeah.
Yeah, after everything calms down. Okay.
Before you get back to work, holds out book and a pen
To who?
Both of you.
to Brayden.
Oh, sure.
I
Pierce's
think-
fancy cursive
So
his mom gave him.
Who is outside right now? Just Salcom?
Probably.
Salcom,
I think-
you see a
'Cause I-
muddy as fuck farmer pulling a handcart into Trollskull Alley.
Is that the farmer we stopped to help?
It is not the farmer you stopped to help.
Aw.
Okay.
Hey, excuse me, folks. I'm gonna go find out what's happening there.
Alright, so you step over, and the dude, he's like in his 50s, he's pulling a handcart. The handcart is full of sacks and barrels and crates of stuff. and he sees you coming toward him, and he brightens, and he pushes his hat up, and he says, "It's not exactly the fault of dragons, but, well, the farmers of the Golden Fields wanted to make something worth your while. So we all pitched in and gave you a portion of the spring harvest."
That's. I'd almost say that's too much. Thank you.
He nods. You can keep the cart, but, well, it would do us a load of good to have it back.
Oh, we'll just unload it and we'll make sure it gets back to you.
He nods. This is,
We can unload that thing in 30 seconds with halflings.
yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, if he just sits tight right there, we can unload it pretty quick.
I mean,
Yeah,
Salcom's the only one out
okay.
here currently, so.
If you give
I
me
know,
a,
I'm commentating out of character.
if you give me a second, I can take a barrel or two and then go get some other folks that'll start the movement themselves. Shouldn't take.
He chuckles when you say a barrel or two. He says, "Son, I've been doing this a long time. No, you're a big fellow, but 2 barrels full of produce. No. Best do it one at a time. Don't want to make a spectacle in front of all of these good people."
Sir, with all due
I
respect.
am the spectacle of these good people.
With all due respect, sir. He goes to climb into the back, stacks one barrel on top of the other. I am a living spectacle. Just lifts it.
Make an athletic check.
You could move this whole cart yourself faster than he moved it to here.
That's substantially kind of low for me.
I want you guys to know,
Uh-oh.
Shockham rolled a 6. So his athletics check was an 18.
What?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Ay vey.
my athletics is registered in at a 12, baby.
So
you pull it up, Sock, and yeah, you just hop off the back of the car, and the dude is just slack-jawed, buck-toothed, staring at you as you carry that. So the rest of you see Salcom come in, barely fitting through the door with 2 full-size barrels.
what do
What
you
you got there, bud?
wait? Why didn't you say?
Oh, gods, more stuff.
Wait, you're not at the desk. Wait.
Hey team, we got some supplies to unload.
Halflings run past you, make an acrobatic check.
Oh god.
I'll try and get you to
If
fall.
the barrels go to fall, Brain's gonna hop the counter and
Make an athletic check.
If he falls, I'm gonna try and grab him.
He's not gonna fall, but he might drop the top barrel.
I mean, Braden's going for that. I don't want to mess him up.
Okay, wow, Braden, easily. So, the big barrel falls, you catch it. You have to, take a knee, because it's a full-size barrel dropping 10 feet off the ground. But, yeah, you catch it, grunt, there's more applause from the bar. It feels like it's full of rocks.
Jesus.
Potato sack.
fill potato sack.
A farmer brought us some supplies from the Golden Fields. Sounds like they decided to band together and give us a small cut of the spring harvest.
Oh, well, that's awfully nice of them. It's slightly moving it to the kitchen.
There's a-
You move it into the kitchen, yeah.
There's a bit
let's
more
check
out
it.
there.
In those things. Also, Rock, do you want to come help with the signing? Because Salcom's not at the desk. He's already moving outside.
Yeah, I guess. Follow that.
Sock, real quick.
Hmm?
Holds out book and a pen.
What's this?
Rock 2.
What's going on?
Yeah. Sign it real quick.
What's for Trench?
Oh. It's for Trench. Does an extra fancy sock 'em.
So, Pierce, you go outside, and there's 3 little kids, one of whom has a raven sitting on his head, standing in front of the table. And an irate adult, scolding them for cutting in line.
Hang on. Can I help? Any of you?
They look at you and just say "quest complete" in unison.
Nice.
Oh.
Also, it's like adorable.
Oh, I want to teach them how to fight. Okay, moving on.
Give it a few years.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Pierce doesn't know what the fuck to give them.
Was Pierce around when the reward?
No, he was not.
I
Connie
was yanked
Can
back
Connie hear
inside.
this from where she was?
No, because you're behind the bar. Because they're like by the kitchen door doing the signing.
Right.
Okay, then was Braden.
You're in the kitchen, friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
You said they were near
Who
the
gave
door.
you the quest?
No, the kitchen door is behind the bar. They're outside on the street.
Oh, right. I thought you said they were. Okay.
Put down barrel.
What did you say, Pierce?
I said, so who gave you the quest exactly?
In unison, they say, "The KnightLites!"
Which one of the KnightLites? Was it the sneaky rogue? Was it the strong Goliath?
I think the girl says, like, pauses. She goes, I think it was Rockham? And then the older boy goes, "No, silly, it was Salcom." And the other boy with the raven on his head says, "How can you tell?"
Apparently the entirety of Waterdeep has trouble telling, and go inside. Salcom!
Ah,
You gave out the quest. How much was the reward?
Sock turns around in the kitchen door, and one of the halflings just shoves him forward, carrying like a big sack of flour.
Oh, Jesus.
sorry. Wait. Try to squeak out really quickly before another one comes through.
Yep.
Okay, what?
Let's see.
I have a couple of little adventurers out here that did a quest for you.
Scramble.
I caught that, Percival. How dare you? So yeah, you pop outside and you see the three munchkins, the youngest having a raven on his head, holding up the signing line.
Alright, you three, come over here, get out of the line.
I mean, that would be blocking the door. Where do you want them?
He's like,
The halflings are moving in and out. You don't want to block the door.
yeah, it's like gesturing them to the side of the line so they're not actually in it.
Okay, there's still nobody at the signing desk, but okay.
I'm not.
Pierce
Oh,
gets
Rock
back
is there. Never mind. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, Rock
Okay.
was there, and Pierce gets back there.
Right. You made your deliveries?
They nod.
Wonderful.
If they did, the raven nods as well.
the raven, like, yeah, I think they didn't go together, so the raven would only know about the little kid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the raven like bobs, and the little one goes, "I made a friend."
This is adorable. I just want to say
This
that
is
right now.
too fucking
I
cute.
love it.
I see you met Braden's new friend.
The raven goes, "I like your bird."
This is great. I love it.
Right. So what did I say I'd pay you three?
Lunch.
5 gold each. 5 gold each and lunch, was it?
They nod.
Entirely knowing he said 2 earlier.
Yeah.
Give each of them 5 gold. Tell them we'll get you that lunch in just a little bit. We're currently restocking. He says, like gesturing at the halfling.
Yeah, as a halfling bobs by holding like a pile of carrots, like one carries lumber.
Mm-hmm.
They nod.
Having done that, Carrie, I know it's not easy.
Yeah, but imagine like 3-foot long carrots.
Oh, geez, that's even worse.
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Awesome, that's what it is.
So yeah, so they nod and they go to like sit on the sidewalk off to the side, discussing stories. The bird flies back to you, Braden.
Aye.
That is heckin' adorable. Let's see.
There's a
Brayden,
red drink here.
Pierce,
that I don't
myself, Rock, Sock. Where's this Vile?
As Vile is covering for Braden behind the counter.
Cool. Hey, nudge, nudge, passes book, takes over for a moment so she can sign it.
I think she looks confused. She's like, I didn't come into this story until like halfway through.
But you're in it.
Oh, you hear from the kitchen is and?
Nice.
You were there for the finale.
Fair enough. So she signs it the Black Viper, but the V in Viper is a cobra.
Nice.
Nice.
You know, there was a time that I despised her over stylishness.
The cobra and the crone, and there's a head.
And now you're a bard.
Oh my god!
Damn, Delta.
Yeah, yep.
What did Delta say?
The cobra and the
cobra
crow.
and the crow.
Oh
That
my
sounds like a
God.
folk song.
It
Yeah,
absolutely
She like
is.
passes
Hey,
it
if I
back.
play my cards right, I might become one.
Salcom's probably writing it.
Oh no.
So yeah. All that's left is Lawrence, so to the Steam and Steel.
So you head down to the Steam and Steel, and there's like a couple of other kids like fencing with wooden swords in front of the anvils as their ostensibly father, maybe uncle, you're not sure, male guardian figure is like haggling with Embrick over something.
No, you gotta keep your guard up.
So they both turn and just stare. They're like little kids. They both turn and just stare at you, Connie. And then one of them goes, "You have a tail!"
Yes, I do. Wags tail.
They try to jump on it.
Oh,
Hey,
it's kind of attached to me.
ow, ow, that hurts. Take it easy.
One of
Now,
them
is
goes,
she-
one of them goes,
Connie
"Can you
close
turn
enough?
into a dragon?
No, unfortunately.
Not
What
yet.
about a horse? My daddy has a horse."
I can turn into a horse.
They let go of your tail and like start bouncing up and down, chanting horse.
You want you want to see?
There's not a lot of room for you to turn into a horse with all these people around, Connie.
Small
Yeah,
horse.
true.
I mean, just get Salcom's attention. He'll get your room.
Just turn into a Shetland pony old thing.
I don't think she knows a Shetland pony form.
I don't think I do.
You can turn
I
into something
don't really
smaller.
I don't really have space to be a horse. Hang on. What can I turn into?
Can you become bored?
Become like a cat or something,
Or the
We do have the kitty form.
or a puppy.
I'm
Listen,
a bee.
all I'm saying is these kids are really excited to see a horse.
Yeah,
I mean, they were really excited to see a dragon too.
It's true.
Give it a
What
few
size
levels.
are you, friend?
Let's just introduce them to Rashal. That's the mightiest dragon of Waterdeep.
Zelafard would argue with that.
And
Zelafard's
win.
also a shit.
The
Aranax
mightiest,
would also argue with that.
And also win.
the mightiest official dragon of Waterdeep.
Touche.
You want to see something even cooler than a horse?
They stop and look at each other, and then the older of the two goes, "A unicorn?"
Can't be a unicorn, but watch this. Turns into wolf because that's a medium beast.
So you turn into a wolf, and the little one just goes, "Puppy!" and like.
Aww.
So for those of you who don't know, because wolves are wild and vicious, and so many people can be forgiven for not knowing. Wolves are, despite their size, they're only about 10% mouth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're about
Yeah.
60% floof.
Yep.
They are very floof.
So the little one goes, "Puppy!" and like goes to hug the puppy, but the wolf has substantially more floof than the dog's. So the kid is absorbed by the floof.
That kid was never seen again.
It's just it's cartoonish. The little kid just goes "Poof," and just keeps going into the sea. Like child is it's like a gelatinous ooze except fur.
Floof.
Want to see a magic trick? Floof the
That
child.
is a lot
pretty
of floof.
pretty much.
Watch make the kid disappear.
So what do you do, Connie?
I think she backs up and like Yeah, you know, have you? I am trying to figure out how to describe the motion. You know what a dog does when they're trying to get under something?
Yes.
I think she's going to.
I'm sorry, I just looked at chat and I shouldn't have.
Oh no, what did you do?
The wolf cast banishment on the child.
Oh no.
So chat broke you. Do they get XP?
Bravo, Sibs.
Yes, chat gets XP.
How much?
25.
I got. Okay, cool. I got it.
So yeah,
I
backs
didn't
up,
do it.
nose, and I'm gonna try and pop him up into the air just a little bit so she can get under him. You know, like
Okay.
ride him around.
Yeah. So, you can carry both of them if you like.
Okay.
You carry both of them just like around a little circle, and like Lawrence, you're privy to this because you're standing right the fuck there.
I was gonna say, how close am I?
I mean, you're at your station.
So, you know, Lawrence might have stopped and just be grinning like a damn idiot.
Okay. So Embrick says like to the guy, he says no, 5 dragons to repair your sword, Constable. No problem at all. And he nods, and he turns, and he sees his children on a wolf, and he just shouts.
Easy, easy. The wolf's my sister.
What?
Druid.
What?
Connie. Could you keep this man from having a heart attack again?
And she'll like get down so the kids can get off and then be a Connie again.
Okay. The dude visibly relaxes. He says, "Oh, you're..." He turns to Lawrence. "That makes you..." I suppose the armor should have been a giveaway. And they like walk off, and Embrick like he passes you a sword, Lawrence. It's just a matter of like just like heating it up and hammering it back and then sharpening it.
Oh, simple repair.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Could I interrupt the orders for just a quick second?
What do you need?
Signature. Gestures to Lawrence.
Lawrence is,
What, was there a delivery?
It's like half raising his hammer, like, wait, what?
Was there a delivery?
Yeah, Rochelle got a shitload of books.
Oh, you're signing, Avi!
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
And Lawrence probably just gives Connie a look like you had to say it.
Avi like pops
I thought
out.
they knew with all this business.
Avi like pops out, like probably got like a flatbread rolled around some like chicken, like in his
that sounds
hand
good
and he's
right
munching
now.
on. It's like, lunch isn't ready. Is there something we can do for you, Constance?
I just needed to borrow Lawrence for just a quick second.
Avi says, or Embrick, pardon me, says, they're doing book signings, Avi. Avi's eyes get wide, stuffs the flatbread into his mouth, ducks back inside.
Nice.
Of course. Just gives Lawrence a look of, I'm so sorry.
And Lawrence just says, what am I signing for?
This one's for, Trench.
So while you're signing, Avi comes out of the Steam and Steel, and he's carrying 3 books.
Oh no.
And Lawrence probably finishes signing, turns to Embrick and Avi to apologize. It's just like, Master Avi!
So he has the unedited first edition of Into Waterdeep. He has the official first edition Into Waterdeep, and he has the unedited first edition of Wolfsbane.
Oh.
Oh wow.
And Lawrence's eyebrows both go up,
shit.
just like, oh.
Well, now we know who Rochelle's proofreader is.
One of them, yes.
And Lawrence just can't help but smile. He says, right, well, may as well make these even more valuable. And of course he signs all 3.
Yep.
All 4 with the one Connie was holding.
Oh yeah.
You lot are going through food at such a rate. Have you eaten?
And Lawrence has been busy. He knows the schedule.
Right, he's talking to Connie.
I don't think we've had time.
Are you guys okay?
I'm okay. I'm just kind of tired.
Right. Go and get your brothers, and I'll be right back.
But there's this giant ass
It
line.
won't take a minute. Off you go now.
Oh, okay.
And Lawrence just looks at her like, "Don't argue."
Avi pops inside while Lawrence is signing the books. And,
Alright,
Brick says, "The line can wait. Believe me, it's less than the wrath of that one. You don't want a tsunami called down on your heads."
Yeah, we can put up a sign.
Yeah,
for
okay,
lunch
fair.
break or
I'll be
something.
right back.
See, so you dash back, and like Pierce and Rock are outside. And now I can ask, what are you two? What are you two signing, by the way? Like how are you signing the books?
Okay, so we've doubled. I've multiplied the capacity of the line by 1.5 by casting Mage Hand, so I can do 2 lines at once.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you pat your head, rub your stomach, and sign a book at the same time?
Yeah.
You lost me at Pat.
What are you signing? Is what I said.
Like what item or what are we signing it as?
What are you signing it as?
The KnightLites, I believe.
Okay, like Pierce, you have a pass because you probably overheard Salk and Rockham. What are you signing these as?
I was waiting for this. Rock'em Bludar Zumar. Just cross page, next book, cross page.
So
You're not realizing that what they're doing is the KnightLites.
okay, so Connie, you come back to more people than when you left. It's like the line isn't getting it's not moving forward.
What in the 9 hells?
And there's like a bead of sweat going down Rockham's face right now. Just sign.
Avi wants to talk to us all if you need a break.
Is it urgent? Gestures to line.
So,
It's Avi, so I'd say so.
someone in the line goes, "Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
When are the rest of you going to sign my book?" It shows you the book and it's got Rockham's name in it.
Oh god, Rock.
I was not told what to sign.
We've been signing them as the KnightLites.
I
You
don't
know
know.
what? You know what? You know what? You know what? No. Pierceable.
That's fair.
Is there derogatory?
I've been
You're responsible for me,
working
didn't you know?
time.
He hasn't been out here this entire time. Why didn't
Yeah,
you
I
update
was
him on what we were
inside,
doing?
then I went shopping, and then I was inside.
I assume one of you filled them in.
I've been busy with young Nightlight.
That's the first
also
thing I'm
been busy.
continuing to sign my name.
It's just a clusterfuck.
Sorry, sir, that wasn't the intention. It was supposed to be signed as the group.
That would have been good to know.
So you say that, Connie, and he looks disappointed and irate, and you notice there's 30 people behind him.
Oh, suck.
Oh no, this explains a lot.
Oops.
To everyone that got their book signed with my brother's name, congratulations, we'll get that covered. But we'll have to get that covered in a little bit, because there's a lot of people that want their book signed.
I mean, what you could do is you could take the books from them, give them ones from Rainier's crate with the proper signature, and then give Rainier a couple with everybody's name in them to fuck with Daggle.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, cool.
okay,
We're doing
okay.
that.
Different phrasing. Everyone that got the wrong wording in your book, you can bring it to me, and we'll get you swapped out for a fresh one, and we'll get you proper signature.
So they get back in line. Salk is getting ready to do that. Connie, Avi's waiting.
But, guys, Avi, he
What?
wants to talk to us.
What about?
Okay. I'll get these books. I'll get the books traded.
Food.
I'll get the books traded round, and I'll be over there.
Okay, your tidal wave goes in to get the others.
Okay.
I am now signing it as the KnightLites.
Yeah, so
So?
you grab Brayton, as Vile is you got the bar handled and Rainier's waiting tables, so you're fine.
I mean, I was just going to put up a speed sign on break. Be right
Also
back.
that.
Sockham's gonna start singing while he does this.
Okay.
There's also the fact that
How much has the pile grown in this short amount of time?
The pile of stuff, a little bit. There's more stuff
Okay.
now. So
Stuffing.
everybody but Sockham, I guess, goes over to the Seam and Steel, and Avi's outside waiting, and he's just carrying, like... How do I put this? Imagine... You know those decorative glass, like, serving trays that, like, old people have?
Yes.
Imagine
I
one
have
of
to.
those, but as big as a waiter's serving platter.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's just holding one of those in both hands, and you guys come up, and he just holds it out to probably Sockham, or Rockham, because Sock's not there. Sockham, how do you continually do that?
Gracie, you're super quiet, by the way.
Once again, Sockham Soulforger, Andre's son, Scald of Clan Grawl, rolls a performance check. Now, granted, I didn't call for it, but once again, he rolls a nat 20.
Holy shit, dude.
I'm sorry, Fox. I didn't mean to click it. I yawned.
The universe knows what it likes.
I mean, you were doing the singing. You
And
were.
with that, you managed to write in cursive perfectly.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell. Anyway, so, Rock, you get
Remember-
past this giant platter of food.
Fox, remember when we joked back during ALA that I'd never get more than one nat 20 in a row ever again after getting 3 in a row?
Yes.
Now that you've said it.
So anyway, Rock, do you take the thing?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
you
got,
really didn't have
like,
to do that.
butter chicken, flatbread, some like some kind of hot salad, and then like some baklava.
Can you guys hear me okay, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm just gonna take a bit of flatbread and just make a fucking tortilla out of it.
Thank you. This is
I have an announcement. I have Kitter.
Kitty
Hello,
cat.
Kit.
Hello, Kitty cat.
So,
we're doing a book signing if you want to come by. But
yes, while you're here, I was hoping you would sign mine.
pauses, looks over to Pierce.
And Lawrence just.
I mean,
off
you're
the
here
side.
anyway,
You might
what's
be
the
doomed,
trouble?
guy.
Feed us
Okay,
food.
they
Come
already
for
have
food.
Lawrence's signature.
Come for the food,
So-
stay for the signature.
They already have Lawrence's signature. If they see us signing these books from way over here, they're gonna have a fit when we get back. Holy fuck!
Yeah, they will.
How about we
Yeah,
come by
so we should
once?
probably
a time?
duck
Do
inside
you
real
think
quick.
Avi gives a shit?
That's fair.
It just means more business is what it means.
Quietly tries to usher
Should I
everyone
roll a
inside.
stealth check to just put my name in it and no one knows?
It would be sleight of hand.
Okay, aye, sleight of hand.
But like the books aren't open, so you'd have to like.
Could be a dick and sign the cover.
I was gonna say you'd have to roll like 25 or something. Fuck you. All right.
Oh, boy.
Fair is fair.
I'll just put
Wait,
some food on the flatbread and just start walking away.
Everyone's
we
distracted
pull away the
again.
mail bit? What the fuck did they roll?
Me
25.
and Braden are the antithesis of our primary stat.
Yeah.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
It does not mean what you think it means.
The embodiment.
A person or thing that is okay. No, you are correct.
So yeah, so you sign them, grab some food, dip out. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, sign it. I'll have to hand someone the trail.
Could I
letter.
make hand sign it from a distance?
Sure.
Cool. I'll do that. Get some food. Go back.
Okay. So this goes on until sunset, and then people have places to be.
Yeah.
So we crossfade to like all of you guys exhausted, like sitting around the bar. Ow, Gracie!
Great.
Sorry.
All of you like sitting around the bar, The till had to be emptied again. And it's still, like, you can see it, like, pushing on its latch.
Jeez.
Let's see how much money you made.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
You made is rolling the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see these dice.
It's still
It's a
rolling the
large
dice. There it goes. So you made. Well, I rolled it. I wasn't expecting that, but I rolled it. You made 6,300 dragons all told today.
Wow.
Shit.
Not 63,000, 6,300.
I bet in one X.
Oh, well, I'll take the money sheet right now.
How do I delete that?
And so minus 300 of that for
We're gonna
when I
have
went
to
shopping.
restock the kitchen again.
Yep, you're gonna have to restock the kitchen again. This will be the third restock.
So we need to take out for those other the second restock.
No, the second restock was from the farmer.
Even oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right.
And it was 300 for the first restock that I did.
And,
So it's gonna be
and
another-
25 useful item charges. So you guys are all sitting around, exhausted, having a drink, a job well done. I think yeah, and that's what Rainier says. Like when we get audio, he says, "Job well done today, everyone." Oh, and Follow left a
Absolutely.
crate.
Hmm.
Follow left a crate. Where did that end up? And Esvila like pulls another crate from behind the bar, but this one is full of like vials. So like sets it on the bar. It's not as big as the energy drink crate, but it's still a wooden crate full of vials.
What kind of vials are in there? Can I
Yeah, what
take a
kind of
look?
vials?
All kinds of different vials.
Was it the
At a
ones that?
glance, can we tell what anything is?
So it's three like egg carts stacked on top of each other in a shipping crate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each one is 24 vials.
Oh shit.
The top one is all healing potions.
Oh,
Woo!
that's a boon. Holy fuck.
The other two are a mix. So you got 24 regular healing potions and then 48 miscellaneous potions.
Can I try and see if I recognize any of them?
How
Certainly.
many miscellaneous?
Sorry?
How many of the miscellaneous?
48.
Gotcha.
What would it take to identify the kinds of potion they are?
Time and either proficiency in herbalism or alchemy tools. Or you could ask Paula.
Working on it. What kind of roll is this?
Wisdom.
Just flat wisdom?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Damn it!
Gracie, please do something about your mic for future episodes. It's really, really a problem.
I do not have proficiency with medicine or herbalism tools, so no, I cannot make.
I said herbalism or alchemy, not medicine.
Oh, I don't have either. So
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, so Connie, before you start making rolls, because I know you're not talking till you get your thing fixed, but before you start making rolls, it's a roll per potion.
Ooh, that's a lot of rolls.
Yes, it is.
How long does it take to identify one?
Oh, like if she gets it right, a couple seconds.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
take a few minutes.
I see. I think it might be better just to ask Follow.
Maybe.
That would be the quicker route.
They don't have.
There's
labels
not like
there,
a
do they?
receipt of what they are at the bottom of the box.
Make an investigation check, right? When I was waiting on somebody to fucking say it.
I was hoping it wasn't me. Okay.
There is in fact a receipt at the bottom of the box.
Yeah, just
Sword.
as they're looking through them, just pull out the receipt.
So it's 24 it's just marked as healing potions, the regular healing potions. It is 48.
I'm writing it.
45 of these are in 5 potion blocks. So that would be 9 different types of potions.
Okay.
It's an invoice.
It is an invoice. So it's 5 of each of the 6 core stats. So 5 potions of Bull's Strength, 5 potions of Boar's Endurance, 5 potions of Cat's Grace, 5 potions of Eagle's Splendor, 5 potions of Owl's Wisdom, and 5 potions of Fox's Cunning.
Okay.
So what's the last 3?
Well, hang on. That's only 30 of 45, Kresker.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay, I did the math wrong.
30 of 48.
Yeah, 30 of 40. Well, I said 45 of them are in 5 potion blocks.
Okay.
There's 5 I'm sorry, I'm looking through my notes. There's 5 potions of dark vision.
Ooh, that's nice.
There's 5 potions of invisibility. There's
Looks at
5 potions of levitate.
Mm.
And then there's 3 vials of something marked troll unguent.
That's
Let me look at
probably
that.
Gracie investigate.
What did you say,
fuck
Salk?
That's probably the one to have Gracie check out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what troll unguent is.
And it just says with my thanks, FL.
Aww.
Is there any possibility I would have heard of this?
I doubt it.
See more Connie's fields, probably.
Yeah, Connie, make another herbalism check, please.
Troll lubricant. That sounds enticing.
Okay. So you can tell just from the consistency it's not meant to be drunk, Connie. At a guess, it's a salve of some description, but you don't know what it does.
So this is what we go to ask Follow about then.
If you want. You could also go talk to Rashal. It's getting late. It's like sunset.
You guys need to go see him anyway.
I need to go talk to Rashal. Yeah.
And while you guys go do that, I'm gonna go see Trench.
Alright.
Did we all manage to sign Trench's book while we were at it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
If we all did, I'm gonna take it to him.
Oh yeah, there we go. Bring him a snack while you're going.
I believe that was to Rashal.
I mean both. But...
Okay. So you guys wanna like pack up some leftovers for Trench and Rashal? So who's going where?
I'm going to
Rashal.
Trench's.
For sure.
So everybody's going to Lawrence, where are you going? Or are you staying here?
Well, if everyone else is leaving, someone's got to stay
I
behind.
mean, Zvili and Rainier are still here.
Oh, in that
So
case,
stay behind.
probably go with Brayden to Trench's.
Okay, so
I'm going to the shop.
Trench is Pierce and Connie currently. The twins and Brayden are going to Rashal. Where are you going?
Oh,
Lawrence?
probably go,
I'll clean up.
go with Pierce and Connie then.
Okay, so Pierce, Connie, and Lawrence to Trench. The twins and Brayden to Rashal. Let's go there first.
Hang on, I have a Kato where they're not supposed to be. Give me
That's
just a second.
fine. I'm not going yours first. So, you guys make your way down the street. Much quieter. There's still a lot of people around, but much fewer than there was in the afternoon. And you guys make your way to the bookworm treasure. The sign on the door is closed, but you can see Rashal like basically paying the helpers and like closing up for the night.
Tap, tap, tap on the window.
Yeah. Rashal just like gestures you in with one hand, like it's open.
Go on.
you guys like step inside. You hear the three like, "Thank you, Master Rashal." Give him a little bow and head out before the door finishes closing. And Rashal like looks as tired as the three of you feel, and he steps around the counter. And he says, "Well, perhaps I should delay releases a bit more frequently." Now,
I give him a smile. It's quite a productive day, I take it.
for the entire alley, so it seems. Perks of having Heroes of Waterdeep at your doorstep, I think.
Benefit
you're
of
included in that as well.
Benefit of being a member of their association, minor party,
Guild? Guild.
There you go.
guild. You, whether officially recognized or not, you're a KnightLite just as much as any of us.
Funny that you should mention that, actually. I received a stipend from the city for my assistance in the matter of the vault, and it bears the same seal as your order, so I dare say it is officially recognized.
I just bit the fuck out of my tongue.
You
Sorry?
okay there?
You good?
Gamsey bit the fuck out of his tongue.
I'm sorry.
Having done that, ow. My
Are
sympathies.
you okay, Gamzee? Is the first question I should be asking.
I'm fine. I just bit the shit out of the tip of my tongue, though. That hurt.
Oh,
Pain.
Since you're okay,
but
holy fuck, that sounds like it hurts.
on
Yeah.
the topic of discussions, I take it we have business to attend to, not of the capitalistic nature.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Master Sorghum, you have not been forgotten. I simply handed off my notes to a specialist who said he was working with you.
Yes, I was actually coming for something else.
By all means.
We had a scroll ordered.
From Rashal?
Yeah.
What did you order from Rashal?
Bigby's glove?
Right, Bigby's
Uh,
hand. Yeah, right. Yes, right. With all of the excitement after the vault, it once slipped my mind, but not my order sheet. I have it here. I also did you the courtesy of an explanation of what it is precisely that the spell does. And pulls out a scroll with a little like. It's got a little tag on it, and the tag's got like an index card attached to it, and he passes it to you.
Awesome. Thank you. Start. He's gonna go sit over in like a corner or something, start reading that over.
Yeah. And
What was it your name, Rock? If Bright One's even here.
right when?
Very quick interruption. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Barely.
barely,
but
but
yes.
yes.
Okay.
Hello, phone.
Not phone, different headset.
Sure.
It'll
Hang
take
One
some fiddling, but yeah. Rock's staying to clean up. Okay. So you
Oh,
see,
yes,
Rock's
that's
staying
right.
at the bars. That was my bad. Here we go. So,
Okay, fair.
Master Koi.
Yeah. Pack magic. Pulls out the book again, flicks through to the page he had marked for the Raven Queen. And passes it over to him.
Rochelle glances at it, and of course, because he's a dragon who hoards knowledge and books, he's got it memorized. He just glances at it and he says, "Ah, yes, Raven Queen, dealer in memories, seeing the souls who must pass on to do precisely that. Foe of old who practice necromancy or those who would seek immortality by nefarious means instead of divine gift. I'm intimately
Or
familiar.
all of the memories of others.
thinking of making contact then?
He chuckles a bit. It's like, I didn't get a chance. I'm the one that got contacted.
I see. Do you mind if I take some notes on whatever it is you're about to recount?
No, go ahead.
Pulls out a book. As the official scribe of the KnightLites, I feel it is my duty to say, leave nothing out, Master Coy.
Aye, and recount the dream that you had.
Yeah, he writes it all down. And yeah, so during this time, you can look over the scroll, Sock.
Mm-hmm.
And as we've discussed previously, Sock is a bit disappointed with what Bigby's hand does.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a battle spell.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you read over it. You read over what it does. You memorize the scroll. Like you're able to cast from the scroll. Like you know how to do it. What do you want to do? What do we see on Sockham's face?
It's like it sits down with it, real happy. It's like thought going through his head, like Pierce thinks he's so special with his mage hand. Just wait until he gets about like partway through it. Oh. I don't want to punch people with it. I want to.
I'm sorry, the barbarian doesn't want to punch someone. The fuck?
Oh, I think it's read. Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing where like someone's face scrunches a little bit upward as they're like licking their teeth in thought.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna wait until Braden and Rashal are done.
Or at least there's a pause in the story, yeah.
Right. Like Rashal
looks up. Yes.
Do you have any experience in making spells?
I believe I instructed you in the very basics of spell creation. Master Sockham here, you might say I'm somewhat experienced, yes.
Right. I was wondering if you could help me make one, because this isn't actually what I was after, now that I'm reading what it does.
Still quite a useful spell. I can, of course, refund the purchase, Master Sockham, but I would advise utilizing it in some form. It's quite a good spell. Bigby is Archmage. Bigby, I should say, is quite proficient in its use.
It sounds quite useful, yes. It's just not what I was after. I'll keep it and make good use of it. Mind you, not that. It's just a bit disappointing.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
Pierce has a spell thingy he calls Mage Hand. I was under the assumption that this would be a larger version of that. Not to the degree this is describing, mind you, but, you know.
A step between what you currently hold and Mage Hand.
Yeah. I think he chuckles for a second. Sockham's big boy hand.
Rashal laughs. He says, I can begin some formulae when things are a bit quieter. Stop by at the new week, Master Sockham, and we'll see what we can do.
Sounds good.
Turning back to Braden, he says, this is an interesting matter, Master Coy. All of this in her dreamscape. You're certain the information is accurate?
It's accurate to what I can remember.
He nods.
The only thing that got me was the book says the Raven Queen doesn't have a form, and yeah. So I'm not entirely convinced it was her, just more one of her
vassals.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. Did you take the offer?
Puts the hand on the sword and takes it out a bit. It's like, yeah, I did. And gestures to the bird.
Yeah. I like your bird.
both of which are a gift.
Yes, well, I also like your new companion, Master Koi. So, what do you want with me, aside from updating the scripture?
Honestly, more just reassurance that I didn't just step in it, like gestures at Sockham like he did with Loth.
Hey, you can't prove I did anything wrong. Nothing's even happened yet.
That
The
would
fact
depend
that
entirely
yet-
upon the nature of your assignment, so to say, Master Koi.
Hey, Bard.
Yo,
You have the starting of static.
thank you. 1 second.
I didn't hear him.
I started hearing it. The prelude to destruction had begun.
One of the few times I don't catch it. Wow.
Prelude to Destruction is definitely an album.
Oh yeah.
It probably is.
Now that I'm thinking about that, I think Prelude to Destruction is a Dragon Ball song.
Well, there you go.
That's not surprising even slightly.
Check 1 2.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
I must have nudged it while I was gesticulating at Rashal. My bad.
You're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. Funny you should say that, Rachel, about the assignments. One recently came through. Something about a soul corruptor. The funny thing is that it got delivered to Vincent, not me.
Perhaps the messenger was looking for the highest concentration of shadow fell energy in the vicinity, and naturally they would go to Master Trench first.
I thought he was from, like, whispers about the Nine Hells.
There is considerable overlap, Master Koi.
Okay, fair enough.
At any rate, a soul corruptor, that could be a number of things. Master Sockham's predicament could be considered a corruption of the soul, or a corrupting influence on the soul of another. No offense, Master Sockham.
None taken.
I mean, thankfully we're getting that one sorted out.
Vampiricism or demonic possession. I haven't heard any reports of a lich in Waterdeep, which is good for you.
And we did recently take down a necromancer, so that's that
Certainly,
one
but
ticked off.
if it's been dealt with, I doubt the farrier of souls, so to speak, would give you such an assignment. It isn't like the divine to be behind the present tense, so to say.
So Vincent did muse that it might be about him, but he don't know how accurate that would be.
As far as I am aware, Master Trench has foregone any of his more baser instincts, unless the occasion calls for it, of course.
Rashal,
Hmm.
just a thought. Do the Castle Lanterns have children?
Not to my knowledge, no. And if they did, they were probably sacrificed to the Lord of Cinders long ago.
That's a fair point. Well, there goes my only theory, Braden. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
However, there is a great deal of demonic corruption throughout the history of Amalia and Victaro Catalanta. Their estate is as good a place to begin to search as any.
Been there once. The place is creepy as hell.
Well then, I'll go with you next time. That way, if there's anything left, I can just crush it.
All the more reason, I should think. Creepy is a descriptor often ascribed to that which should not be.
They did have 2 hellhounds guarding the house that were scared to hell of Castle Victorio's new form. So they might be doing something out of the ordinary. Like then they.
It will be some
Finger
time
pulse.
before the watch will get around to seizing their assets. I'm sure I do not doubt that the Harpers have already made claim to some things, but if there's something there that demands the Queen's attention or of particular interest to the KnightLites for whatever reason, I would recommend moving quickly.
Yeah, more time we leave to wait is more time for whatever it is I need to hunt down to prepare.
On the topic of things to hunt down, by the way, Master Percival, some time ago, spoke to me about intellect valves, how they get around the city, so to say.
Yeah.
There might be something that I can direct him towards, but it's not particularly time sensitive. So, if you could pass that word, providing he's well, of course, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely pass it along.
Thank you for the
Thanks for
luncheon.
your help, at the very least.
Sorry?
I said, well, at least thanks very much for your help, at least.
Nods. Thank you for the luncheon. I trust the books were well received.
They were. Quite a lot of people enjoyed them.
He smiles. I meant the crate that I gave for your own personal use.
Oh, well, we've not had a chance to look through them yet.
It's mostly copies of the first edition of the Tales of the KnightLites, as I'm calling them. Though Caprizi demanded a few copies of her latest work to be included. I don't know if you're particularly culinarily minded, Master Coy, but my sister is rather insistent.
You think she's got a recipe for biscuits in there that can rival Durnan's?
I would wager that she has Durnan's recipe in there, Master Sokol.
Yeah.
And it comes back around.
Well, I'm sure there's a few recipes in there that I'll at least enjoy. if not, just putting them together.
I'm partial to the dwarven tide me overs myself.
I'll take a look, see how they taste.
You have a lot of fun coming up with these Forgotten Realms ass food names.
Bitch, that's from Heroes Feast.
Like the actual book Heroes Feast.
And I wouldn't know. I don't have that book.
Oh,
Well, I'm
we
picking
need
it up
to
on,
fix
Friday.
that because it's
Yeah,
real
we can
good.
fix that pronto.
I want to make the tide me overs and I want to make the flatbreads soon because those look real good. Anyway, you guys have anything else you want to talk to Rashal about?
No, that was all for Braden.
Okay.
Like, give him a shake of the hand.
Excuse me. So, before we wrap, I think we
Actually,
go ahead.
gonna ask about what was it? Oh shoot, I had something to bring up to Rashal about Eric. Dang it, I can't remember.
Something about your new name?
No, so it was something about Eric. I don't remember what it was though. Something about Clan Grawl and.
I mean, Eric is from Clan Grawl. That's true. And Andre kind of weakened Clan Grawl considerably.
But hopefully we'll amend that at some point.
I remember hearing something that just didn't sound right to Sokkum, and he was gonna check with Rashal about it. Now I can't remember what it was though.
Let's see. Something didn't sound right about Clan Grawl. You know that they think Andre's a thief.
Right.
That he a thief and a kidnapper specifically.
Right.
he kidnapped the Primarch. He ran off with the daughter for some reason. Eric doesn't like him. I know that. I don't remember specifically.
I don't know. It'll probably come to me when I least need it.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm gonna wrap the show, and as soon as I'm like, good night, everybody, you're gonna be like, hair color! Or some shit. Like...
It's gonna be Faerun Folly 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, God.
What's it called? Folly to Goliath Rougarou.
I really wish that I could remember what it is you're on about, because that would be an interesting scene.
It would. I don't remember what it was. Wait.
Yeah?
It might be if Eric is from Clan Grawl, why is Clan Grawl currently so disgraced?
But you know that.
Yeah.
Because Snorri told you.
Yeah, he did. Damn it.
Well,
It's gonna-
next time you talk to him.
Yeah, it's gonna come to you when I least need it.
Alright.
Oh well.
So...
I mean, the other option is to go watch the VOD.
Yeah, you go watch them all. So let's crossfade over to the Tiger's Eye, where, yeah, like I think Pierce make a Constitution saving throw.
As I'm walking in the door, or
No. We're crossfading. Like it's been a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so perfect. That's actually perfect. So we fade back in on Connie, Pierce, and Lauren. I'm gonna say Trace-Care, sitting around the Tiger's Eye. Pierce is like sitting on the floor because it's safer, and we see him like focusing and concentrating. His eyes are squinted shut. Like you see like the veins in his forehead sticking out. And Trench is sitting across the desk with his hand like Darth Vader out towards Pierce, but he's having a conversation with Connie. So Pierce, you're undergoing your mental disciplinary training. But Connie, you had something to talk to Trench about, I believe.
Mostly, she just wanted to check in on him, like how he's doing.
Okay, so what are you saying when we get audio?
That's a good question because my brain is now doing a fart. I guess she would ask if everything went okay with after the whole thing with fuck, what's his name? The dude with the arm.
The dude with the arms?
Manchun.
That one we killed. What was his? Oh,
It was Manchun.
Manchun, yeah.
Manchun. Right.
So
Like,
yeah,
she's not gonna specifically ask what happened to him, but she's gonna ask if he's all right.
okay. This is better than I've been in a while, actually. So, and he doesn't seem to be focusing on what he's doing with Pierce at all. He says, not getting sustenance for long periods of time is, it's a slow process for folks like me, but when I get some, it helps. Hence the herbs.
Right.
The only thing about it is, I only got one.
Question: am I privy to this conversation, or am I just out?
You're privy to the conversation, but it's taking all of your focus to not get a hole drilled into your brain.
Yeah.
So here's a question, since I actually wasn't there for the finale. Did I see what happened with with the Manchun duplicates in the
The
vault?
only person who saw that was Sockham.
Okay.
He did tell us about it though.
He did tell you
And
about it.
Rashal.
Yeah, Sock and Rashal saw it. Did he mention how many?
3.
Sock was saying 3 more got squished in the vault. I don't know how many there are, but
One
that's
got
3 more down.
1 got squished, 2 fell over the bridge. To specify.
So they still got squished just by gravity rather than.
It's
isn't a body that
Manchun,
we
there's
can
probably
follow.
a way.
If there's
Feather
no
falling
body,
is a spell.
That's fair. Okay, 1 got squished, 2 fell off the bridge. I don't know if they survived or not.
Wizards are slippery.
That depends entirely whether or not they fell in a news. But I wouldn't be surprised if they showed up again.
There's a lot of the bastard.
And Lawrence just raises his hammer a little bit and says, well, we can kind of deal with that now. So,
Or at least we have a better shot.
So what's next for the KnightLites? I can only do Trench's voice if I sit like I'm holding a pipe. That's the only time I can do it.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
I tried to do it earlier and it came out like Durnan, and now I'm sitting like I'm holding a pipe and I can do it. Anyway.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
diaphragms are weird.
Yeah, there's a name for that. I just can't remember what it is.
Method
Anyway,
acting.
I just
No, I
said
meant specifically in terms of the pose while you're talking.
I know Mercer has the same problem.
Really?
Pretty frequent It's a pretty frequent problem.
So, Lawrence is thinking, he says, well, I've got some questions to ask over at the House of the Inspired Hands, but that'll be a bit.
My kind
I
of
gotta-
questions or something else?
Just trying to figure out and he gestures to himself, the whole cleric thing now.
Could be worse. Could be a cleric of Selune.
Oh,
Why,
yeah?
what's that entail?
No idea, it just doesn't seem to fit you.
That's fair.
Cleric of Lolth, Ball, Malar. Like waves a hand. At least you
Yeah,
got
no,
something
thank
in
you.
the general ballpark.
No. Unless Gond likes you.
No, I mean you got something in your general ballpark.
No. No, I don't think so. But as for Manchun, like I said, we can deal with him. So on to the cleric thing for the moment. And he glances over at Pierce, like, I think Pierce had a few other questions.
Pierce has
too,
got like
but...
sweat pouring off of him.
And Lawrence might actually get this little wicked smile and
For reference, for how much this sucks, if I had rolled poorly, I'd be on the floor out.
Yeah, Pierce is like Rashal. Trench is training Pierce to resist the shit that he does.
Is this effectively like general psychic resistance training?
Yes.
No, I believe you said you
no.
wanted advantage on concentration checks.
No, it was advantage on. I have it right here. I can actually link it in the chat. Do this is what we discussed, and this is what you said it gave me.
Advantage on wisdom and charisma saving throws against magical mind altering effects. There you go. Yeah, charm basically. Charm, fear, rage, and so on.
So you're not.
You also told me stuff like Zone of Truth.
Yep.
I would have advantage against.
Okay, so you're
So
not coming out
the
of
shit
some
Trench
psychic
happens to be good at.
Exactly.
I was just curious if you were going to come out of this with psychic resistance.
No.
No, unfortunately.
As for me, I gotta sort things out with the Enclave still.
No big plans for the KnightLites.
Not that we're really thinking about at the moment.
Well, there's the cross
you
or
never
whatever it is, but
You never know. Something might just come up and smack us in the face.
You're just gonna while away the rest of your days in that inn? You're young
No.
yet. The world always needs saving.
I do have to go get my journeyman papers, so there's that. So
When was the
that'll
last
be
time
some
you
trouble.
called your mom?
Probably before I left. So going on 5 years.
it was a long time.
Might be time to head home, just for a bit.
That's a consideration.
Take a vacation.
Maybe.
Master Alvey will let me.
A vacation from our vacation.
I mean, journeyman, right? You gotta journey somewhere.
True.
Trench like lowers his other hand and yeah, like you're let go of the Darth Vader grip, Pierce.
Okay, cool. I think he's like gasping a bit.
That's enough for now.
Better than last time.
That just means I have to try harder.
I think there's like a slight wince, but I think he nods firmly.
But hey, having to try harder means he's doing better.
True. You're not like to find many like me in your travels.
We always appreciate the help.
Wizards and the like. They have to learn it. It's not innate like it is for me, like breathing. Which means they're not going to be as good at it. Which means this is good training.
It's a bit of a mental workout.
Heard your brother was a warlock.
He's
Surprised he didn't come to me.
a bit, yeah.
Surprised
Apparently
you
it's
didn't
just
come to
been
me.
for 2 days. Huh?
Surprised you didn't come to me.
Apparently it's literally been just 1 day, and we've been caught up in that tidal wave of...
No, I mean, as a patron.
Way I was hearing it, it's kind of sudden.
I think there's a thoughtful pause.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know if Brayden planned for this or just kind of stumbled into it.
We do have a habit of that.
I'm not as strong as the Raven Queen, but... what's a little magic between friends?
And Lawrence can't help but smile.
I think there's like a thoughtful nod from Pierce. Out of character, I know that things can be reworked and redone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think about it.
Trench, like, pauses. Come again.
Blink, blink.
I said I would think about it.
I could help you with investigation. Surprised we haven't seen a repeat of what you did with the fireball.
Yeah. I need to fix up my ties with them. Between everything going on, I slipped my mind until now.
Well, I'll be here. Stop by before you leave if you want to have that conversation. Reaching across worlds is annoying.
He gives a nod.
Much easier to do it local. Follows back, so I won't need to trouble you for any more herbs.
Well, you know where to find me if you do.
Nods.
Or just for a chat.
Just so that we're all on the same page. You are aware those halflings are were-rats, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Lawrence probably subconsciously rubs where he got bit in the vault, even though, he got fixed from that.
Just checking.
Not sure what we should do about that, if anything. Don't know much about were-rats.
They need gainful employment after the debacle at the theater, so I don't think there'll be a problem. Might not want to leave them unsupervised for a hero's journey length.
No, probably not. Push comes to shove, maybe a manager or something.
Trench
Is that what we have to-
grins. And, like, he does that thing when he grins where he gets, like, facial markings kind of like Naruto. Like, looks a little bit
Nice.
caddish. And he says, if you need
Those
someone to keep the mice
fangs
in
poke out.
line, I can help you out.
We will definitely keep that in mind. And Lawrence can't help but just grin like an idiot.
It's getting late. And there's something about a soul corruptor in the city. He goes, like, stand up, picks up his trench coat, puts it on. Think I'm gonna go
soul
knock on some
corruptor.
doors. Unless the
Then I
three of you
suppose
need
we-
something else.
I don't
No, I
believe
think we're-
so.
Yeah. You
But
got
if
your
you're gonna
book.
go knock,
I can grab those
if it-
dishes.
if you're gonna go knocking on doors, I suppose we should leave yours, yeah?
Nods. And as he walks past you, Percival, he just, like, drops a wet handkerchief on your lap.
I look at it, pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up, you hear his door open, and when the door opens, your nose starts bleeding.
Oh,
Right.
Lawrence
You
just
wipe it.
Lawrence just pats Beers on his shoulder like, yeah.
Wipe it. You gotta pinch it.
I mean, yeah, like wipe it away and then pinch it.
Pinch and tilt your head back.
Tilt your head forward.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want it running down your throat.
Yeah.
That's how you vomit.
I've never had that issue. Huh.
I didn't know that was the thing either. Good to know.
And yeah, so you guys go to leave, and we see Trench like pick up his big like detective derby from his hat stand by the door and walk out into the water Davian night. I think that's the last shot of the episode.
Nice.
What an episode.
Nice.
This was so
Phew.
wild.
That was fun.
That
This
was
was a
great.
really fun one.
That was
I needed
amazing.
some wholesome, so.
Let's do
That,
some
that
shout
was
outs.
amazing.
Brightwind,
Okay.
you're gonna start us out.
Hi, I'm a bit tired, so I'm gonna make mine really quick. I'm Brett Winnie. If you want character art, check out my DeviantArt on the same name. Sometimes I post on Facebook. Otherwise, find me at Twitter or the Discord. Thanks for having me. I gotta go take the trash cans out.
Enjoy your trash can taking outing, Nightfall.
Hello, I am Nightfall the Kitsune. I do stuff and things. I also in Foxo. The Foxo hours are almost over for today because I'm really tired. Have a good night.
Good Nightfall. Guy Gamzelos, pardon me. I'll get that right eventually.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Guy Gamzelis, the hero bard. I tell the tale that need be told, and there are a lot of them. I've been looking through my libraries recently, and I'm looking for something to share, but until then, the Fox has ample stories, and I hope you'll join us for all of them. If ever I'm needed, you can always find me in the Discord, in DMs, or on Twitter at @theHomestuckHomie. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your night.
Apparently everybody's tired. Delta!
Yep. I'm Delta, your resident Mad Scotsman. You'll find me hanging about Kit's channel, doing mod stuff, playing games, usually Destiny and whatnot. If you ever need a hand with something, give me a shout and I'll see if I can help.
Trayscare?
Hey guys, Trayscare here. I'm a mod for Kit's channel. A mod for Kit's Discord at the very least. And, if you need anything, I'm always around on said Discord. If you require some budgeting help for whatever you might want to save up for, I can lend a hand with that. And if you need something soft and fluffy that happens to be knit, I can oblige there as well. Feel free to hit me up anytime.
Birch Miller, finish us out, please.
Hey, I'm Birch Mila, aka Gracie. I do art and things for Kids channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you like either of those things, give me a poke.
For my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So, if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2021 and beyond, which is 2 chances to catch a given stream. I'll be back tomorrow with Hollow Knight in the afternoon as we make our way through that... I almost said buggy little game, and then I thought about that for a minute and decided against it. And then I have a meeting to get to in the evening, so we'll only be doing a half day tomorrow, but I will do everything in my power to be here for that afternoon stream, so stop by. We'd love to have you. If you want more tabletop goodness, we'll be back on Tuesday with the return of Decisive Action Crown of Fangs, our weekly Tomb of Annihilation D&D 5th Edition playthrough with quite the cast of characters. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games, we'd love to have you. For now, I need to get out of here, but it's time to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell, and hopefully, I'll see you all next time for more Tales of the KnightLites and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.